You are listening to the Decision Reel.
Soundtrack is
The soundtrack to this movie is the shit. Apparently, is what Wally's saying.
Who else is Marvin Gaye's in this movie? Isn't Faith
Hill,
got
yeah.
a song
That's the
in this?
opening. This Kiss.
Yeah. There's a solid group of songs in this.
Solid group. Before we get too deep, thanks for tuning into the Decision Reel, where we I'm already deep. I'm already deep in these Bud Light seltzer apple slices. Let me try that again. Thanks for tuning in to the Decision Reel, where we try to review movies of today and yesterday, but as always, it descends into madness. I'm your host, Steve. With me as I try to steer this sinking ship this week are Wally, Randall, and Tara.
Do you write these out, or you just off the cuff?
I came up with a new one.
Oh, okay.
Right, I feel like
we tried it last week.
We tried it out last week, and it was only...
That was good.
He's a fucking wordsmith. It's a new one every week. Make him...
Yeah.
He has to be at that standard.
Shut up.
I'm just fucking freestyle it, Steve.
I should just freestyle it. Just
You
come
know,
out
fat
the
beat,
gate.
bro.
Every time.
I mean, we could. I don't know. The movie we're covering this week is Practical Magic, as picked by Walter.
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
Is it, though?
I love it. It's just my mom's favorite movie. So it's like growing up.
Okay, so this is
It inherently became one of my
This is a personal
all-time
movie.
Yeah. My mom would be like, my mom had the soundtrack, this little black CD, and it said Practical Magic. And she like cooked
Practical Magic.
Yeah, she would like cook and stuff to it, so you'd hear all these songs come on. Like, it's funny, every song in here reminds me of my mom. Like, spaghetti,
Aww.
spaghetti. Yeah. But anyways, I like this movie a lot. I also think it's a great movie.
So funny that you talk about the soundtrack to this movie. I didn't write it down in Steve's Fun Facts of the Week, but looking up some fun facts about this movie, the original soundtrack, once they put it out to test audiences, they went, "Oh, this ain't good." And last minute, they changed the entire soundtrack, but the actual soundtrack was already put out on CD. So if you can find the original release, because it was like released for like 2 weeks or something.
It was like
It
more
was different
scored.
music.
It was different music. It was a different score. It had different stuff on the soundtrack. So if you can find that original soundtrack, it's worth some money because they were only out for like a couple weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little.
I don't know, but the one I released with, the theatrical one, was fire.
What Practical Magic is about: two witch sisters raised by their eccentric aunts in a small town face close-minded prejudice and curses which threatens to prevent them ever finding lasting love. Was that with...
I don't know why that was funny. Sorry.
I guess it goes with the synopsis, apparently. Just a big old... Where to watch Practical Magic? Currently, if you have a subscription to HBO Max,
I ended
you
up
can
just
watch it
renting
there.
it.
Put it on the old Amazon.
It popped up on HBO Max like right after last week when Steve told me the pick. It was like it was on the main screen. I didn't even have to go looking for it.
It randomly changed to Hulu TV for me in the middle of the night watching it. So I'd rented it, and then all of a sudden this new thing that said Hulu TV. I was like, wait, what? What the fuck? Why you tell me this first?
That's really weird.
Yeah. Anyways,
Hulu TV.
Yeah, thank you for your HBO Max subscription.
Yeah.
I tried to bum it off him last night too, but I had already.
I told you, just give me the code, and I got to put it in my phone.
I already hit the go button.
Oh, well, you didn't wait long enough.
Yeah, I didn't wait.
Apparently,
long
I just whore myself out to everybody because I have every subscription service here. So.
Why not, buddy? Share the wealth.
I mean, I guess somebody's got to. Anyways, to rent it, you can rent it on where Wally rented it, Amazon or YouTube, Apple TV, Google Play, Vudu, and as I just said, Amazon.
It's not on the cock.
It is not on the cock, Randy. That's not a good thing, apparently.
Damn.
Got Practical Magic on the cock.
Ooh. This was written by Robin Sweecord, Akiva Goldsmith, and Adam Brooks. Now, Akiva Goldsmith should be pinging your brain right now, Randy.
Why?
Why? Because he also has written Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Lost in Space, and both Da Vinci Code movies. Wait, was there 3 or just 2?
There was a Batman and Robin
2, I think.
Lost in Space.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on.
That'd be. I know you just didn't put space between there, but how cool would that be?
My brain is percolating right now. Like, I kind of want to see a Batman and Robin lost in space. But
That's a Rick and Morty episode right there.
yes, but I want to see it like original Adam West. Lost
just
in
like
space.
funny
In space.
satire, like
Yeah.
But just randomly, like
Yeah.
out of context, one episode they're just in space. There's no like
No
reason.
explanation.
Right.
They're just there.
They're just there.
Tell me why that looks like Donald Trump in a weird way.
Oh my god, look at you. All right, Wally, show the camera, show the everybody.
Is it which one?
Here.
That one,
This one?
this one.
Hold on,
You
I don't
can't-
want
You can't see it.
Oh yeah, you can kind of yeah. That looks.
to. I was putting my gum.
And your gum happens to be orange.
It looks like
Oh my god.
good old Donald. Well, for anybody playing the home game that's listening to just the
Like
podcast,
legitimately.
if you want to follow us on YouTube and see the
I'm gonna take a
Donald
gum,
gum.
the Donald gum, what a good one, the Donald gum.
Is that
Wally's
going on
also
Snapchat?
is going to put it on the socials. We're going to share this Donald Gum portrait out here. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Sorry.
Practical Magic, though,
Sorry.
was directed by Griffin Dune. Beyond having a sweet fucking name,
Oh, Griffin Dune.
old Griffin Dune, he's also directed An American Werewolf in London,
That's a great movie too.
Joe's Apartment,
Also a great movie.
40 Days and 40 Nights.
Are you saying Doom or Dune?
Dune, like
Doom?
Is it DUNE or
Yeah.
with?
so, like the sands. Dunes. Yeah,
Like the recent one?
yeah. Dune.
Did you ever watch that? Did you watch
I
that?
haven't
I
yet.
didn't.
It's like it's on my list, and
It's
it's one of those
beautiful.
like it's
Is
so
it?
long that I
It's-
need to like book time to watch it.
I don't know. I think it takes a specific kind of mind, but when you're watching it, it's like the most beautiful movie.
The most beautiful. Look at
That
us.
didn't help at all.
Look at us out here. We're all just burping and
I had rice and chicken before I came here. Lots of it.
apparently it was pretty good. Compliments to the chef, which would be yourself.
Me? Yeah.
Look at this guy. Anyways, Practical Magic is starring Sandra Bullock is Sally Owens, Nicole Kidman is Gillian Owens, Stockard Channing as Aunt Frances, Diane West is Aunt Jet. I had to look that back up. Jet. I don't remember them saying her name.
Jet.
Aunt Jet.
I don't remember anyone's names from this movie. Like they're
No. No idea.
Yeah, we also got Goran Visnajek is Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Old Jimmy. We
You got a brother, man. You got a brother, Jimmy. You look just like him.
I swear. Sing the song. Just sing the song. We got Aiden Quinn as Gary Hallett and Effin Rachel Wood as Kylie.
Effin' Rachel Wood.
Evan Rachel
Oh,
Wood.
I was like, that's a cool fucking name.
Rachel Wood.
Effin' Rachel Wood.
No, so Evan Rachel Wood, if you've seen like Westworld, she's on right now. She's the lead character.
She was
in
the
that.
main girl in that movie 13
Yep.
that every teenage girl should watch.
Correct, with Michelle Rodriguez? No.
No, that's
Who am
not
I
her.
thinking?
It's the girl from Twilight. Something
Kristen?
Reed. No, something Reed.
I swear.
No,
Pretty
yeah,
sure it's the
it's
same
Michelle
girl. Hang on.
Well, we're going to find out. Anyways, Practical Magic is rated PG-13 for some violence, intense thematic elements, and sensuality. Not sexuality.
Nikki Reed.
Sensuality. Fuck you, Tara.
So is that ghost having sex with her when he came out of her body? She was possessed, right?
I don't think he was
Initially.
having sex with her. I think
I think he was trying to.
No, I
He
think
was
he was
just-
trying to possess her body and couldn't, so then he just said,
I
fuck
think
it,
he
I'm
was
coming.
trying to like get up in there.
Did we watch the
in
same
a
movie?
fucking
I don't know.
the
Well,
first
he's-
time when the little girls are running down the stairs and she's up there and she's like in the bed the first time and he pops up out of her body like this. I know that doesn't insinuate that they're like doing the normal deed, but I feel like he was inside of there like going.
Okay, so there's a movie. There's a movie
I feel like
called
was happening.
Like tickling the inside of her body.
sure.
Like what?
That's fucking.
But I think that's what was going on. There was some sort of
Well, so there's a movie called The Frighteners that came out a couple years before this,
You
where
would-
there
you would
is
talk
a shut up. There is a ghost that looks like he's fucking a mummy almost, and you're seeing his ass come out of the body of it.
see that
Which-
seems more like legit, but I feel
Right.
like he was just inside there, like
Well, he was coming,
pressing
but
buttons.
he was like facing out.
buttons.
You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't. I don't think he was.
I think he was only because of the way she was like.
Oh my god. Well, Nicole Kidman was
looked
coming
like
off of filming Eyes Wide Shut before this, so she might have been in that same acting stance.
What is that?
It's a very sexual movie with Tom Cruise right before they got divorced, right? It was like right before that, yeah. Don't watch it. It's not. It's not good.
You don't
Not
need.
good.
You don't need to see it.
I mean, you can watch it if you want to watch it.
But it's not
That sounds like
necessary
a- like
in
a-
your life.
Necessary?
Like
You won't miss it.
A band, like if you guys, like a punk rock band or like an emo band.
Eyes wide shut.
Yeah, some little stupid shit you guys would come up with.
That's a,
pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're falling up over here, or
Going to the Eyes Wide Shut show tonight.
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, fucking.
I
It's
don't
gonna
know.
be.
Screaming quietly, or something. Fucking that stupid shit like that.
Well, a cool name for a band would also be Quiet Storm, which is on your sweatshirt.
I got this at a gig in Rhode Island.
Look at that. Everything
Rhode Island.
comes back around to a
It's
band.
also really old.
Really old.
It's really old.
This movie's really old.
Really, really, really ridiculously
How young-
good looking.
How young Sandra Bullock looks in this. When
Oh,
she
yeah.
first pops up.
Okay, I need to take a moment
A moment.
because
can you try this?
Yes, ma'am.
I love Sandra Bullock.
I can't
I
try
really
it
like
till you
it too.
try it.
But like this movie, she was like another level of attraction,
She's beautiful.
honestly. And
And
I
I've
think,
always thought she was.
and I
beautiful.
think her hair needed its own credit in the movie.
it
like-
had some of that, like the
My
late
mouth is watering.
the late '90s, like where the part was in the middle, but it got.
But then it was like it was like
way.
wavy at times and
so
stuff.
beautiful.
It was amazing. Her hair was amazing this movie.
Well, look great. What do you guys chow down on over
Hold
there?
on,
What the
so-
fuck is it?
Not to
good?
take away from your
The inside of a
conversation.
fucking pillow.
I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I must agree with the Sandra Bullock.
The Sandra Bullocksies.
The Sandra Bullocks. I agree with the hair, the flowing hair. It's glorious
It was
cotton.
amazing.
She looks like she's had. If you like think of her now, she looks like she kind of had work done. I think.
She's
Well, who-
probably had
who
Botox.
hasn't?
She's probably had
Yeah.
Botox at least.
Yeah,
Here,
if
can I
you're
take a pull of that?
But I mean,
This is top 3 Sandra Bullock.
but I
movie for
mean,
me.
non.
top 3.
Why'd you look
There's
like it?
there's
Is there
only
stuff
three.
in
Well,
this?
no, he said he wanted it first.
There's only
My
3.
hands over here.
So we're partaking in the pancakes, maple syrup, cotton candy. Everybody's partaking
I'm assuming this was brought by
in this.
our
Me.
favorite ginger over
When
here.
I saw the maple, I was like, Steve has to try this.
Was not.
It definitely smells better than it tastes.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste like much.
That tastes good. What are you talking about?
I thought it was a very strong taste, actually.
Really?
This is chocolate storybooks, pancakes.
Chocolate
And
starfish, hot dog flavored water.
Come on. It's not bad. I'm not a big cotton candy guy, but I guess because I'm Canadian, everybody thinks, ooh, maple syrup, you gotta like it.
I didn't say you had to like it. I said you had to try it.
Okay, all right. Let me try it again.
Do you like maple syrup?
You're also taking such small bites of it.
I know.
but-
You're taking
What am
little-
I supposed
taking
to
little
take
bitch
that?
bites.
Do you want
I'm
to know
trying to run a show here, guys.
a
There
food
you
testing
go. There you
show?
go.
There you go.
You know what the
Apparently.
best way to cook bacon is in water and then in maple syrup afterwards. It's so fucking good.
In water?
Yeah, cook bacon in water first, and wait for the water to be gone, and then just put maple syrup in that bitch. It's so fucking good.
I will say
Fat person hack.
a bigger pull of that, you get more flavor. Obviously,
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
it's pretty good.
Y'all, this tastes just like maple syrup. What
It
are
really
you talking
does.
about?
It really does. I don't know what either of these fucking guys. I tasted it. I was like, all right, good.
like
whatever. fellas.
instantly, too.
It's not
It
that it
tastes like
doesn't
pancakes
taste like-
and maple syrup.
Yeah,
It
it's
tastes
like
both
butter and
together.
maple
Yeah,
syrup.
yeah.
but, like
with cotton candy. That's what's taking me.
maple
out of it.
syrup is
It's more
sugar,
of a texture.
though. I mean,
it's
so
probably like a placebo thing where you're like,
Yeah.
I'm putting something fluffy in my
Maybe.
mouth. It shouldn't
but
be
it
like this.
absolutely, it's
Isn't
like
pancakes
direct.
fluffy?
It's like direct maple
In a different way,
syrup.
but yeah.
But yeah, top
Direct
3
into
Sandra
my
Bullock for
brain.
me. And there's only 3
What-
Sandra Bullock.
I was going to say, so what's the other two? It's got to be a
Yeah,
Miss
because
Proposal
you're not,
and
you're
Miss Congeniality.
anti-Sandra Bullock, aren't you?
Yes.
I
Wait,
know.
he's
I don't get
anti.
it.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Did you watch
Gravity.
Speed? You ever do Speed?
Have
Have you ever done speed or have
Have
you
I
watched
ever seen Speed?
That was a
Yes.
two-phase question, and you guys all jumped on it way too fast. No, Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. They did a movie where a bus was driving around and there was a bomb, and if you went too fucking
The movie
slow,
sucked.
If you went over 40 or 55 and then went under 55, the bomb's going to blow up.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
You
a
did.
fucking
Didn't they get into
stupid
like a fucking parking
press-
lot and just kept going in fucking circles at one point?
No.
The
guy was
Right.
watching
That's
it.
from
They
something.
did go in circles, but it wasn't like a parking lot. It was like a highway kind of thing, and they got.
Oh no,
back
no, they
on the
went
same
to
one.
they went to an airport and they were just driving around the airport runway. That's what they were doing
Sure.
at the end when they were trying to get the people off.
I guess this
Were
is a
they
testament
jumping
to like how would you write this movie? It's
Right.
fucking-
No, they had like the FBI was like driving next to them with like a car carrier or like a flatbed, and they were having people jump onto it. Well, because there was bombs on the bus, and then when somebody tried to jump off it, the dude was watching on TV and just fucking hit the bomb and blew up the stairs out of the bus, and that person went and just under the bus.
It's
Dead.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks ass.
The
But
movie's
anyways,
really good.
everyone loves miscongeniality. You cannot like hate on miscongeniality.
That's got to be
Yeah,
in
that's
your
my number
top
three.
three. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that
What's
one's
the other
solid.
one?
The proposal.
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Does that have is she in the woods and they're rapping?
Yeah. To the
With
windows,
the old lady.
to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
walls.
Was that
Yeah.
Betty White?
With the
I was gonna
old
say,
lady.
The old lady. Excuse me.
Disrespect.
That is Miss.
Why don't you
It's
guys
like
let
Betty
my
White.
brain work slowly and
needs
let
to-
it fucking finish once in a while? I'm not
I
over
need to
here.
figure this out.
I used to talk too fast and I talk slower now, so that way I don't seem too retarded. So just be like, let me take my
Huh.
time.
That's a good. I should do that.
When I was
Talk-
young, it was like
talk slower.
I should talk.
I didn't know what I was saying, so now
slower,
I'm like-
so I don't fumble over my words.
there you
Well, now
go.
you just
Oh.
Yeah, I
Look
just
at
take
me.
my time now.
It's definitely in my top three Sandy movies too.
So Practical Magic, the runtime on this movie.
What did you do?
The runtime on Practical Magic is 104 minutes. I think it's a little too long for me.
That's what she said.
No,
Why would
no.
she say that?
Sometimes it's just right.
Why would she say that?
Well, depends.
Depends.
But
It's
this movie
about.
is-
It's
no,
about.
gets
delightful.
right.
It's about more about the width than it is about the length, anyway.
We don't need to have this conversation. every
No.
movie
No, yeah, well,
podcast.
I would say it
Good.
depends on the person, but you're right. Hey, to each their own, right? Whatever creams your Twinkie.
Well,
Ew.
just
God.
I did not like that.
That was the point.
Don't like that.
trying to keep these orifices intact, baby.
You don't say that.
You're welcome. Everybody gets one.
What are you making notes of?
He's like the
Don't
width
worry
is
about
secret
it.
agent.
Yeah.
He's like the width
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah, that was a bad
It's
time.
graded
Yeah.
greater than
I should
the
have waited a
over.
little bit.
God damn it.
Just hit lap or something.
Took a note. God damn it.
Yeah.
Dot, dot, dot.
Well, that's it for me. I'm going home and kill myself.
All right, I'm back.
Practical Magic was released on October 16th, 1998. I will say two things about this. Number one, I thought it was older. Number two, finally a movie that's somewhat released in October for it being an October type movie.
You're welcome. Didn't even plan it out, baby.
No, look at you. Well, no, we got so many movies that were like they should have been released in October or
They should have
around
been
it,
around Halloween.
and they weren't. Like I mentioned, The Frighteners. That wasn't. I mentioned
you, sir.
before we did the one movie you were on with fucking Chinchilla there.
Wait, what?
Army of Darkness.
Oh,
like
okay.
that was released in like
Chinchilla.
February. So like stuff like these
I'll take a
movies
I'll
should
take a
be
chinchilla.
released around October, and they're just not, and it doesn't make any sense. Like
Well, that's what I was asking. Does when movies get released, how much earlier than the holiday is allowed?
well, right.
We were talking about that with Christmas movies. Christmas movies are coming out like now.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I would say once it hits November 1st, Christmas is up, right? Cool.
Gotcha.
But still, 'cause
They
you-
release a lot of them like the week of Thanksgiving.
I think Halloween does a great job of being like a month and 2 weeks out.
You talking the movies?
Just like
Halloween?
everything Halloween related.
Oh,
Like
okay.
September.
Yeah. I think like mid-September, people are like, oh, Halloween's next month. And then the first is October. Everyone's like putting shit up.
It is Halloween.
Yeah. I
better get in
actually, I put a few things in my house.
Halloween.
Well, Randy is offering to hang your Halloween lights, your Christmas lights
Christmas
now
lights.
through his job. I might have to take you up on that. How much you charging?
I have no idea.
Cool. So
That's
Randy's
not
gonna
in
come
your-
over
that's
with
not
his.
in your notebook.
No, not that
No.
one. Well, it's got the
It's
the
not.
logo on it, so maybe.
The
She's
notebook,
really mad now.
the
about this
notebook's
notebook.
gonna give me anxiety the whole time now.
What is he writing in there?
Yes, I think about him, like with like a personal journal. Like when he gets home, he's like, found out bad news today. we have another problem to add to the list.
I need more width. That's the problem.
Doesn't matter how long this baby is.
Oh no.
It is what it is. Dot, dot. Sorry, Okay.
We'll reconvene tomorrow for our thoughts.
Day 372 of trying to better myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've
Look,
been
he's
lifting
like-
weights with my dong for hours. There's no luck.
It's getting longer, but not wider.
Did you just make another note?
I did.
Oh my God.
This is going to drive her crazy. I like it. Perfect. All right, budget time. We're rolling through this one here.
Sure.
What do we think it cost in let's say 97, to make practical magic? We're going to go Wally first because you picked it.
$37 million.
$37 million is what he's going with. Okay, Randy, where you at?
I think he asked you a question.
Oh.
What are you doing? Oh,
Jesus.
I was looking for that.
He's looking for
I
the
didn't know what the
button.
fuck was happening. I'm sorry.
he's too busy thinking about his notebook.
55.
55 million.
55.
55. All right, Tara, what are you
I'll
going
answer.
with?
25.
25.
25.
25 million. That's what they're going. 25. You
90s, I
had
think it's
you
lower.
had 37.
37.
It's some of their first movies. Like,
37.
So,
it was basically in one place the whole time.
overall budget $75 million.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
For
Was this
why?
because
Still
of
far off, but I was
Nicole or something?
closest.
My God, for
What?
what?
I'm trying to think of who
Well, okay,
how many
so-
movies they had before this shit.
So, Sandra Bullock was kind of big. Nicole Kidman was huge.
That's what I was going to say.
But also, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like it was shot in like 3 square miles
They
of
didn't even
Nantucket.
show a lot of magic or anything. Like, it wasn't
You
like...
know what I'm saying?
there was-
Like, it's-
We're going to get to my problems with the movie here in a bit, and you just touched on
yeah,
one of
they
them.
didn't show a lot of magic, so it's not like they needed special effects or anything.
Right.
They should have shown like a nipple or something.
They didn't fly through the fucking sky.
I would have warranted this.
They
For
didn't-
$75 million,
You think
Sandy
that's-
better be showing some
You think
nip-
that's like
what-
in the fucking thing? Like, okay,
contract?
we got in the contract it's like we need a nip slip.
We need a
Just
nip.
one.
All right, who's
extra,
good?
this is extra 10 mil if you guys want a fucking side tit or something.
Whoever
you want a
showing,
ball shot,
right,
there's a price.
right.
There's
I
a
bet
price
you the
to
ball
pay.
shot is definitely a lot cheaper than the nip shot.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how
Yeah.
much they want me.
Here's what I'll say about it though. You have movies all over the place that are rated R and stuff that have boobs in them, but you can't show a dick most of the time.
Oh, the minute you show a dick, it's like NC-17.
Yeah.
You're not allowed back at
so
Chuck E.
it's
Cheese.
different.
Right.
It's different. They classify it differently. So
Oh, but no, you're 100% right. I think that's fair. Probably not, but I would say most people would like to see boobs
I would
before
s-
they see dick.
well,
Yeah.
boobs
Agreed.
also
I've recently on old
shocking.
television.
shocking.
There's been a lot more dicks.
There's been a lot more man
There's
dick
been
in
an
shows.
increase
Yes.
of dicks in the
Good.
past. Like
Good.
your voice is cracked.
She was.
It just went up.
She was like a lot
just
more
went up.
excited.
I'm just saying in the
wide,
past. I
not
feel
long,
like
wide.
Wide dicks.
over the course of the past 10 to
Schlongs.
15
What
years,
have you
the
been watching?
percentage of dicks have went up.
So
What
okay,
have
no,
you
no,
been
no, no.
watching?
Hold on, he's right though. Like HBO has been showing a lot of man dick on
I feel like the
shows.
severity level of body parts
Equality.
and dicks
I feel
was
like
like the
HBO
biggest one. Like you don't put a dick on screen for whatever reason.
I feel like HBO has always
I don't have
done
a
that
problem
the
seeing
most.
it. Guy's got a great pecker. Cool.
Nice. Good
Guy's
for
got
you,
a good
buddy.
dick.
Great
yeah.
dick.
Good for you.
He's checked all the boxes.
It's a great dick, Peter. That's a
Good
great
for
dick.
you, man.
Yeah.
You're on a fucking you're on a fire truck. You're on a race car bed right
It's a
now.
podiatrist's office.
It's a great dick.
But no, so like, but you're right. Like, I feel like once, I don't know. I remember Spartacus even, which was on Stars. They were like, "Hey, guess what? Man, dick everywhere," and it was like just not even gratuitous. Just people walking around in the background. Hey, we need more dick in the scene.
I didn't think they were going to allow it, but I watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
think
His
they were going
dick.
to. I mean,
got
I
a
you would see it in
surprise
the
for
movie, but
you.
they put it on in the Netflix
It's right
Oh yeah,
there.
it's there.
showing of Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
And you
So
know
that
what?
was-
Good for him. He's out there doing his things. Just
Schlong, just
How
out.
many
Lopping
of
it in
them
the-
do you
in the-
think are actual, like their actual dicks?
That's his
That was
actual
absolutely
dick.
Is
his
it?
dick.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
ain't faking that. With the way it was flopping
Jesus.
In the wind, the
in
weight,
the wind,
the
the weight.
physics.
Exactly.
The dick physics
We're
were
gonna break this
perfect.
down. All right, we're gonna go in for the deep
Do
dive
you
on
think
that.
when he opens the towel and
Yes,
it's hitting his leg,
100%.
do you think that's really his sound?
That's exactly what
Or
it
do you
sounds
think
like.
they
Oh, the
added it?
sound?
Yeah.
that could have been. So what's
You think
funny?
I don't know what that sounds
That's
like?
exactly what it sounds
I
like.
know that.
Well, you must have a
But
hog
I'm
over there, Tara. So they're
I have
slapping her
one
thighs.
that lives in my house. I mean, I have one that lives in my house.
And I'm sure he's just like
It's just a dick that comes
helicopter
out with
dicking all the
eyeballs.
time.
I don't think. Yes.
All right, hold on. I got to say something. I watched a movie the other day that someone recommended to me. And I was like, oh, this sounds like one. I like a good B movie or a shit like.
I thought you were going to say dick. I swear to God, you were going to say dick.
Like a good. No. No, so I like a good, like, shitty movie that knows its shit.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, hey, we got $10,000 worth of budget. Let's do the best we can, right? But the story's great. So somebody told me, you need to watch this movie. It's called Bad Biology. And I was like, all right, I put it on my Plex.
I feel like I heard of that.
And
not.
I had it on there for a couple months, and I was finally like, you know what, let me watch this movie. I never really like looked at what the synopsis was. I just went off my buddy saying, yo, dude, this movie's wild. You need to watch it. So it turns out the first like opening word of this movie is this woman doing like a monologue saying that she was born with 7 clits in her vagina. Okay, so then it goes on like she's like some freak of nature that like needs like dick. And then there's a dude out there who, when he was born, hold on.
It's like a B fucking porn. It's a porn, like a
Okay, yeah, it was
Pornhub movie that's like a B movie.
It was, yes, that's what it felt like to me. I was like, I wanted to turn it off, but I needed to know where this went because it was
Sure,
so weird.
I'm already
right?
in. I
Sure.
feel like I gotta watch it now.
Right. So then there's this guy. Hold on. There's this guy that's out there who, like, when he was born, he couldn't, I don't know, his dick wasn't big or something. He couldn't, like, beat off is what he said. So he ended up growing up in, like, injecting his dick with, like, hormones and, like, horse tranquilizers and all this shit.
Open your book and write it down. There's a chance.
There's a chance. So his dick
Horse.
turns into its own monster with its own thoughts and, like, wants. Right?
Already been. I'm
Right?
100%.
Okay. And they show this fucking dick, and it's the... Okay, this movie turns, no spoilers, but his dick falls off and then goes around fucking a bunch of bitches.
So it's like idle hands, but
With a
porno
dick.
version with a dick.
Right. And then at the end is finding this chick, and I'm not gonna, no one's gonna watch this movie because
Wait,
don't watch
is
it.
the dick, are these women consenting to this dick just walking
they just
around?
want a random dick.
This
that's
is what I'm
walking
saying.
around the
That's not
ground.
attached to a person. It's just
Right.
like...
So the
This
funny...
sounds like we all need to watch this movie. That's what it fucking
Okay,
sounds
so
like.
the funny part is the way the dick enters these people's houses is it breaks through either the floor or through the drywall, and they just show, like, I swear, it's somebody just behind it, just doosh, doosh, with this fucking giant, like, fake dick through a wall, and they're filming it, like, as it's coming through the wall. And then these women are scantily clad, like, just hanging out reading a book.
Oh, yeah, because
and,
that's
like,
what we do.
Right, all of a sudden, oh, what's this? Oh my god! And then
know
they
that's
just get
giddy
raped
there.
by it. Like, it's.
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
But they look like they're into it.
Okay, that's a different debate. That's not a fucking. That's not. Let's move on back to this innocent movie that I loved in my childhood, please.
I want to
Reminds him of
say,
his mom.
oh right, yeah, sorry. Anyways, I want to say that movie is the worst movie I've ever seen, but yet such a, like, oh my god, they made this. You got to watch
A
it.
hilarious movie.
It's funny bad.
Oh, perfect.
Like, seriously,
Like Leprechaun in space kind of shit.
yeah, but with a dick
It's just a Batman and Robin in space.
in space with a dick. All right, so
You're
box
gonna watch
office.
it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the shit out of this.
Terrorist.
I'm
So
probably
I'm
gonna
not
watch it,
gonna- I'm
honestly.
not gonna
I
watch
just want to
that.
see a snippet of that thing fucking running around. That hog running around.
Just fucking doing his
Yeah,
thing. Does it
I
have
would
balls?
see if I might just look up a clip of
Yeah.
from the movie. I just want to
Yeah.
see it,
I'm
but
really mad.
I don't want to watch
How
the
did-
rest of it
Real quick,
whole
how did
other-
they get around?
on
Like a
its balls,
snake.
man. Oh,
Serpentine, baby.
was
Perfect.
it? Did it had balls?
So what was weird
Or
was
it
in
just
some
the dick?
shots it
Was
looked
just
like
the shaft, or
Right.
like
so some shots it looked like a shaft. Some
Okay.
shots it looked like it had balls that was like little feet moving with it. And that's why I was like, oh my god, this is
So-
either the best thing I've ever seen or the worst thing
Well,
that's
You've
ever
ever
been made.
if
Right.
you watch like some of the adult cartoons like Big Mouth and stuff, when they have like the dicks in,
Right.
they're walking on their, but they're using
Right.
their balls to
Yeah.
walk with, like the little furry dicks in
Yeah.
Big
Those are the
Mouth.
obvious feet. Obviously.
Obviously,
Why-
the,
I mean-
obviously the balls would be the feet, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
how are you going to get
obviously.
around
Why
unless
not?
it's a snake
And there's two of
serpentine,
them,
right.
so that makes
Right,
sense. Like
yeah.
you just like
I want a good like like noise with it.
just kind of
Like a sliding?
No,
Maybe
it wouldn't be
one
sliding.
Yeah, like a
independently?
like across the floor.
So you're
like-
telling me if it like it went to go play basketball? it'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah. So you remember in Scary Movie 2 when they're making fun of the Nike commercial and it's like, yeah, I want that.
That's it's just,
As
it's
it's
just fucking
walking.
nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Just nuts screeching. Also,
Just do it.
Also, the dick in this fucking movie, every time it was on screen, it made this weird like voice. Like
That's
it
probably
was-
what a dick
Like The
sound
Grudge?
would make.
Like the
Yo,
Grudge,
kinda
you know,
was-
when they would have the thing and it was like,
Everyone asked that
No,
question.
it was more like a.
If
Like,
you-
I don't know, like a Sylvester Stallone, like
if your weenie made a sound, what sound do you think it makes,
I don't.
Steve?
Someone's gonna tune into this and be like, "Oh, Practical Magic! I love that movie."
If it said a single word, if it was allowed to say one, like a parrot, what word would it be? what word would it be?
hey,
I think A is horribly appropriate for you being Canadian.
oh Jesus Christ!
What about you? If you had a ding dong and it had one word,
I like how you didn't say if you had a dick. No, just a ding dong.
a ding dong. You have a weenie.
Ding
That's a ding dong. I don't know, Peter
Pee-pee?
and Schlinky.
What would it
What
say?
the single word? If it was able to say one thing, or if it had like an entrance phrase.
An entrance. It's John St. Peter.
It
What?
has a it
You
has
go down to John
an
Cena.
intro song. Like
You can't see me.
I have no idea. This is something that
Think about it. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
next week.
I
We'll,
feel like I have to
we'll
ponder.
reconvene next week.
We need you to get your own notebook, write down notes, right? To say, okay, next week I need to know what my dick is named. Look, she is so mad at you.
I just wrote down another one.
I know. That's why I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah. Anyway, so back to Practical Magic. If we're done
Yeah,
with
you
the
better keep your hand on that book.
box office.
What,
Wait,
is,
oh,
what,
jeez.
what does Shaq say in that genie movie? No, that he had like a-
Shazam.
was it Shazam?
It's Shazam.
That's what I wanted to say.
Shazam.
Or no, he did that Steel movie too. He had a
Oh.
phrase in that also. I can't remember what the fuck he
Fuck,
says.
what was it? Max Steel or something? Or there's something.
I want it to be so stupidly awesome.
Shazam.
Randy's
It
dick.
whispers it too. It doesn't say it with any Shazam.
No, it just comes out with we're like from Step Brothers. It's like we're here to fuck shit up, and it just like
I
boom
envision
through
it,
the wall.
all of
Oh
them sounded
yeah,
very
that's what mine would do.
squeaky.
That's mine. Oh
gonna come through the
yeah,
door.
like a Kool-Aid man.
But all of them have to sound squeaky because there's no way you're getting a lot of like bass out of a fucking
Coming
penis
out-
at a second.
yeah.
Okay, so I gotta say one more thing. The dick in the movie, well, the dick is decapitated from this guy, or like it leaves
A
its
dick
own
is
body. It's not
decapitated?
decapitated.
Did you
It-
say decapitated?
So it just
decapitated.
chooses to leave his body.
Yes, they
So
have a
what
co-
does his body look like?
They don't show it without
a
it.
Ken doll.
I wish they did.
Like a
because
Ken
of-
doll, just like nothing down
Later,
there.
dude.
Well, the funny part is there's a scene.
Off to
Yeah.
bigger and better things, buddy.
Literally. You're not using me properly.
The scene is he wakes up. Well, the dick falls off or leaves him while he's
This has
sleeping.
got to be a porno. I'm sorry.
It's-
Like, there's no way it's a real movie.
It isn't, but it's close. There's scenes where you're like, oh, this is definitely could be a great porno, but it's not.
Maybe that's the separation of what would make this
Better.
iconic.
Yeah,
It was
they
actually
should
a
have. They
porn.
should have went full into it because there's scenes where you're like, okay, this chick is there's a
So you're
fucking
saying the
3
dick
foot
should have went
dick
full into it?
slapping on this
The
chick's
poor,
face. and
I'm
it's
going
like,
to say it again.
yeah.
The poor people that tuned into this for some wholesome practical
I can't
magic
stop. I
talk.
can't stop talking about it.
We need to know.
Steve
What I was
just said
trying.
full in, and it took me all of me not to start laughing hysterically.
It went full in.
Look, this dick went full in, and I was like,
So the dude's sleeping and he wakes up without a dick and he like literally looks down his pants to check and he has to do a double take. Like, I mean, I guess you would, right? If you woke up and was like,
Because let me make sure you're not still dreaming.
yeah, like, but he
Still
does.
a lot of questions there,
And then
too.
he looks
Well,
under the
why,
mattress
why did he
for it.
look? But why did he look in the first place? Do you guys, when you wake up in the morning, do you check your dick?
Well, so in the
Because like,
context,
why did he look?
"What's up, dude?"
in the context
why-
of the movie, in the context of the movie,
Yeah, because
his dick is its own monster and talks to him and like they have conversations with
see,
each
I
other.
feel like I did not. Did you say that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think you
did.
checked
So
out.
it was already a monster while it was still attached to him.
That's the
Correct.
ladies keep telling.
It was its
Ooh.
own entity.
Right, because
already.
he like jacked it full of like all these like
Did it have
hormones and
eyeballs?
stuff. It did not, no, but it had. There's a
Some
part.
sort
So
of
it didn't have
sensory-
it didn't have a mouth or anything. You just heard it talking.
Well, so the end of it was kind
No,
of a mouth
no.
because at the end,
Oh
when
my
it's
God.
off the body,
We
there's
should
a
just
part.
watch
Hold
the
on, hold on.
movie.
There's
Keyhole
a
just
hold on.
talk-
There's a part at the end of the movie where it's like dying because it hasn't had sex, I guess, and this lady has to mouth to mouth
like
it.
all men.
Oh my god.
But they show a part where like the end of the penis is trying to breathe and it can't breathe because then it shows the hole like
Perfect.
and then she starts, fucking giving it the fucking, CPR, and then she's starting to breathe into it, and it's like, I was seriously watching this movie going, I'm texting this guy like, why did you fucking make me watch this? He's like, dude, just keep watching. I'm like,
I know you can't stop now.
all right. I'm like, obviously I need to see how this ends, but this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But also the best.
I had vision. You said it goes flying through a wall, and I immediately thought of Spaceballs, where the fucking little alien pops out. He's like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, long time girl."
I mean, kind of.
Anyways. What's the next thing on our podcast?
Okay,
We're supposed to be
so
doing?
yeah, so back to practical magic. I've tried. You keep getting me off.
Sorry,
Oh,
dick
man.
talk.
Getting me off.
Getting you off. Nice.
it.
You also said jacked earlier.
God damn it. All right, box office. What do we think it made in theaters overall? Again, we're going to Wally.
130 million. No, it's Halloween. I'm going to say 100 million.
100 million.
Yes.
Honey. All right, Randy.
When did it come out? Not that it matters.
October
I'm gonna go
16th.
110.
110. Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Probably not much. No.
40.
Yeah.
40 million. You think it lost money?
I think it went low.
All right. Well, opening weekend, it opened with $13.1 million. That's a big weekend. But look at her over here. She's like, I'm still feeling confident.
Dun, dun.
Write it in your fucking book.
God, she's gonna.
There's a chance.
Oh, there's.
Horse
Jesus Christ.
tranquilizer.
Overall, it made
You set me up.
$68.3 million.
I think she had the right idea.
It lost money. Look,
And here we
Almost
are
broke
watching
even.
it every
Almost
October.
broke even.
what?
And here we are watching it every October.
Who's watching it every October?
I've watched this movie a lot.
You have
I would
I watch
say
it every October.
every other. Yeah, I do. So maybe like every other year, maybe I watch this movie. Not every year. I don't think it's every year, but almost every
I
year.
hadn't seen it in a long time.
This is the
I
first
do click
time.
on it if it's on like streaming services. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh.
This is the first time I've seen this movie. I thought I'd
Really?
seen this before, and going in, I thought it was going to be a much different movie.
Mm.
The first 30 minutes, I was in it, and then
Where were you in it?
so dick and balls, like deep in. No, I did not pick up my phone for the first 30 minutes of the movie. I was like, all right,
So
I
you
can
don't like
see
this
what's
movie?
going on.
Don't church it up for me, Dirt.
I don't like this movie.
Thank you.
Like,
Let's not dance around this shit,
He
Steve.
was
We're
gonna
adults
say
here.
it.
yeah, I know. I was
Do
going to
you
get
like
to it.
the Dick movie more than Practical Magic?
If you say
At
yes,
its core.
I swear to God.
Do you like the Dick movie more than Practical Magic?
Like core is
For
in,
what
like,
it-
the
for these
balls
movies
or
are
the
worth?
shaft. No, I don't. I think Practical Magic is a better movie. Did it entertain me more than the
Which
Dick
would
movie?
you be more likely to watch again?
The Dick movie to show people like, dude, you need to fucking see this because it's so
Was
bad.
Tiffany watching this with you?
No, but she loves this movie. She's like,
I thought you were going to say about the
No,
other movie. I was like,
no,
oh,
that's
no,
the
no.
one I'm talking
oh,
about.
the Dick movie.
Yes.
No. I put it on
I
Sunday.
just hear
It
like
was-
That's the one I was
catching
talking about, the
Steve
Dick
watching this.
movie.
Yeah.
She's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
What the fuck are you watching?
Steve.
she like opens the door. She's like, and then sees it. She's like,
No. She's only had that. Okay, we watched. She's only had that reaction one time. I was watching Baby Boy.
Yeah.
his
dick
dick
was
was out.
No, not at that part. He's rape cunnilingus-ing this girl.
Conolingus.
You know what I'm talking about? Cunnilingus, right?
Sounds like a Mexican dish.
Kind of want to eat. Whatever.
Well,
we're not gonna get there. Anyway, so he's like rape eating out this girl, and she's like not into it, but then she gets into it, and it's like a weird scene. But she walks into it, or my wife walks in as I'm watching it, and she's like, "The fuck are you watching?" She gave it a second, right? Like,
Oh God.
what the fuck are you watching? Like, I was like, I don't even
That's so
know.
weird.
Just you describing it made me
so weird.
uncomfortable. So.
I know. It was an apology eat out. He was
Oh
just
God.
apologizing.
Oh God. I'm gonna
So,
take these off for
He
a second.
accidentally punched her in the face.
Accidentally
So,
punched
sorry.
him in the face.
Yeah, so he's like,
Let me
let
eat
me,
you out
let,
real
me,
quick.
let me eat that box to help you out. No, it was a weird.
weird.
That's a weird movie, man. It
movie
starts
Who
with
says that? Who says? Hold up.
Hold up.
No.
Who said, let me eat your box real quick?
I've heard it.
What the fuck is what are you talking about?
He might have said that in that
Let me
movie.
eat that box real quick.
Let me get in there.
First off, just treat me like an object.
The movie, hold on.
The heebie-jeebies too.
That's another movie that's fucking wild, man. Like, I was not expecting that movie to be what it was. Like, the movie opens with him, like, in a womb.
What
Dude,
movie is
Fucking
it?
Tyrese Gibson.
Fucking weird.
And
So fucking weird.
it doesn't end or do anything else with it. And it was so...
I did it one more time.
You watched it one more time?
No, no.
Oh.
Fuck no. It did the womb thing one more time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, towards the end. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. But Snoop Dogg's in it. So I was like, all right, maybe that'd be cool, right? Fucking Omar Gooding's in it. Remember Wild and Crazy Kids back in the day?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't think Snoop Dogg's ever been in a good movie. I'm like thinking about it right now.
I liked that. I liked the vampire movie that just came out. He
Oh,
was
with
in
him
that.
and
Day Shift.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was, yeah.
Dave Franco. I liked that.
parts
He
of
was-
it were funny.
he was
That
in
movie was
that.
fucking weird.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I haven't watched that.
Parts of it are cool.
We laughed quite a bit, I feel
Oh,
like.
that's good. Oh, that's good. All right, box office that week. The top 10.
10.
We're gonna go down.
I really like Dave Franco.
98, is that what you said?
98. So
I think
this is-
I think Dave's the better
all right,
Franco.
she's back there still.
do too.
all right.
Sorry.
You know what? I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think James Franco was good for what he was early in his career, and then kind of not jumped the shark, but just did the same stuff.
I think he has like some of the worst acting I've ever seen in Spider-Man.
Did you guys watch the movie, the one where he
Yeah,
played
the
that?
disaster artist. Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Have you watched the original one?
Yeah.
What was
It's
it called?
I had to. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did
Yeah.
watch some of it because I was like, I need to see like
Right, where it came from. Yeah.
and I
It's
was
like
like,
that,
what
too.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's
did
fucking
I-
like that. It's super weird.
And when
It's
I was
super
watching,
fucking
but
weird.
even when I was watching the James Franco one, I was like, what the fuck? And Carrick was watching it with me, and he was like, no, this is it, because he had seen,
It's
Yeah.
like a cult
and I
movie
had
now.
it, and he
No,
was like,
yeah.
no, this is real.
Oh yeah, this guy's.
And
yeah.
I was like, they have to be overplaying this.
Did
And
he
he
have
was
like
like,
Asperger's
no.
or something? The guy that
There's no way.
What's
he-
his face? Yeah, he
probably. I
looked-
probably have Asperger's. So yeah.
I don't think you know what that means.
I don't think you do either.
Yeah.
You got that tasty ass, boy.
What do you mean?
Oh my
No,
Asperger's. I have.
no.
Wow. No.
I got these buns, hun.
What's the secret sauce? Oh, I can't tell you. I like how he even whispered it like, that's what it says. Shazam. It's length, not girth. I swear.
No, he had some sort of social ineptitude, like
There,
100%.
it's in the book. Why don't
He's
you
got-
wake her a note to tell her why you're writing in the book to make her?
He has different like circles
I
drawn
know.
with the diameters, and then like it's like no, no,
No.
perfect.
All right, top 10. Number 10, Holy Man.
I don't know what that is.
That was with Eddie Murphy, where he's like not a preacher, but
Well, that would
like
have
a
been
monk
like
or something.
that'd been like big Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy was huge around that era.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was good. I remember watching that.
I
and
feel
being
like I've
"Oh,
seen it, but I'm not
it's
sure."
Not bad. Number 9, Ronin.
The samurai stuff.
I believe. It's
Oh no, that's
Keanu, I
99.
think. Yeah,
that was 99.
99
Ronin.
Yeah. Okay,
think
maybe
it- or
that's the
something
movie
like
I'm
that.
thinking about then. Whatever. Number 8, Urban Legend.
Nope.
What?
Wow.
Are you surprised at this point?
No,
Good
I
answer,
guess
Randall.
not.
Good answer.
You got me. You got me. You should watch that movie though. It's have you seen I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? Scream?
I've
Oh,
seen Scream.
Okay, so it came out like it was like a copy of Scream kind of thing.
Oh.
And it was like one of those trying to cash in on the teen
I played
slashers.
I played the Elks Lodge this past weekend,
Mm.
and a guy came up. It was dark. We were packing up in this huge
hook?
space trench coat, probably 6'6", 6'7", hood on, and he walks us to up to us with his hand in his sleeve, and he says, "I know what you did last summer," to everyone in the band.
Well, obviously
It
he did
was
that on purpose,
hilarious.
and that's, yeah.
Yeah.
If he had a hook, that would have been so much.
But it was a full green, like to the shin trench coat.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't either.
Be careful.
I
don't
could have
like
taken
it.
that motherfucker.
Number 7.
He looked like he had Asperger's.
I'm cooking him in the back. Number 7. A Night
Would've
at
went
the
down quick, boy.
Roxbury.
That's a good one.
Oh.
I like that.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Emilio!
Mighty Duck Man, I swear to God. Me and Randy did that. We guessed it on a podcast. What was it called? I don't remember.
I don't.
It was the Defend It Yourself episode.
Yes.
It was
With our buddy Sean.
Review It Yourself is his podcast name. We went on there and we reviewed Night at the Roxbury, and he absolutely hated that movie.
It.
I thought it was okay. It's not like
I
my
think it was
favorite.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
good though.
I love that movie. I'll watch it anytime it's on. Anytime I see that it comes up on
I mean,
like,
it's
streaming.
not. It is what it is. Like it's meant to be stupid.
But
like
I
that's
like stupid.
that's.
I
I
do
mean,
too.
you have to go into it
Right.
accepting that.
Right, yeah.
Like,
if you go in thinking
thinking
of it in a
it's going
different
to
way,
be a
that's,
cinematical
right, that's on you.
that a word?
Cinematical? It is now.
Yeah.
I watched this
Cinematical
fucking
type
adventure.
of comedy. You
I
know
was
what I mean? Like a real
expecting-
comedy is
yeah.
what I mean. Those are different. There are different types
This
of comedy, like we were
dick
talking
jumping
about.
off this dude's body to be a beautiful thing, and you sent me this trash ass movie.
Dewey, did you just grab my ass?
Physically impossible from where I am.
Number
So what is
6. Yeah, from where I'm standing. It's a
Oh.
physical
Standing.
impossibility.
Oh.
I know your tricks, Dewey. Number 6. What dreams may come.
Dreams
What?
are made of.
Hey now, hey now.
Never seen it.
Nice.
I don't even.
Why
know
do
what
I
that
want to
is.
say that's like a
I
Mel
feel
Gibson
like
something
this is the list that has had the most movies that I
Yeah.
am not familiar.
I feel
with.
like October has those
because
like,
I feel like
maybe some
most of the
rom-coms
time
in there
I.
or something like it.
Well, I feel like most of the time I'm the one who's always reminding everyone what
What
these
movie,
movies
yeah.
are, and I don't even know what these these are.
Well, number 5, you probably don't know this. Beloved.
No, I know that. Hang on, I know that by the title.
Shallon. By the title. Mm.
Nope.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Do you?
No, I don't know. I
No.
thought Tara was going to tell me.
Well, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, well,
She knows everything.
use them
I don't know this.
Google fingers. I don't know.
Danny Glover huh?
Oh, Danny Glover.
and Oprah Winfrey.
What? Okay.
Is this like an elderly romance comedy?
What
Yeah.
was the dreams?
Getting
Dreams.
too old for this shit. What dreams may come. It's either like a
Ribs.
Mel Gibson or a Bruce Willis, like a somebody who's not in that type of movie.
I'm too old for this shit.
I remember that being.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Maybe it
Whoopi.
was Richard Gere or
It's
something.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Oh. Oh, is that the one where he's got like a hat on? No, that's Toys. That's Toys.
What's the robot one that he does?
Bicentennial Man.
That's such a good
That's
movie.
so sad.
Such a good movie.
But really good. Jack in that movie. Are
After
like the
he
same
dies
movie?
in a car accident, he is guided through the afterlife by his spirit guide, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
His new world is beautiful and can be whatever he imagines. Even his children are there. But when his wife commits suicide and is then sent to hell, he ignores Cuba Gooding Jr.'s warnings and journeys
Oh.
there to save her.
The beginning is like the heavenscape is like
Yeah, yeah,
flowers
yeah.
and like
Yeah,
a
I have seen
rainbowy
that.
Sophia kind of thing. I've seen
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually like
have
one of
not
the
seen
best.
this.
That won a Oscar
That's
for
also a cult classic movie, I believe. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah, Academy Award for Best
or
Visual
Academy
Effects.
Award. Yeah, because how they did that was like super wild, and it was all in camera and shit. So yeah.
I dated this hipster chick
Oh jeez.
when I was like 18 or 19, and she brought over a bunch of movies to watch.
Sure.
It was a different Rachel. I don't have a problem with Rachel's.
Look at you.
Anyways, but
We're
I was
learning
like,
things
that's like
here.
fucking 3 of them. Like, what the fuck?
You need to
Anyways,
chill out on Rachel's.
But she brought over a handful of movies, and I'm looking at these fucking movies. And one of them was the one that Jim Carrey did that was kind of like a romance thing. That's a cult classic. I can't remember the name of it. She brought over that.
That's
in the
Eternal
brain.
Sunshine?
There you go.
Yes,
She got it.
she brought over that, and then there was another one with Tom Cruise that was kind of like that. It was just a group.
Magnolia.
Of
Yeah, it was a group of those like fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
There was a group of them. I'm like, these all fucking look like they suck.
We're gonna have a
You
great
gotta watch
night.
This one, yeah. I was like, well, I remember. I was like, you want to watch the Truman Show? I love that shit.
Oh,
we can
dude, I
watch
love
that all
Truman
day.
Show.
Speaking of,
Truman Show.
no,
Randy's never seen
but
it.
Jim Carrey,
Nope.
like I really liked 23, like that
Number 23?
suspense one that he did.
You know, that's
like, I
funny.
thought that was
That was his 21 hour photo or 24 hour
Yeah,
photo.
I've never met anybody else besides my wife that likes that movie.
well. I feel like I
like
liked
that
that
movie.
it was different for him.
I thought it was
and
alright.
I thought. I mean, I'm not saying it was like one of my favorite.
People
movies,
go
but
top secrets. Like, come on. Of course, it's top secret.
Where's my
come
comment? I
on?
was gonna be like,
Right. But I was like, but that's the point. Like,
like I thought it was better than Eternal Sunshine of whatever the fuck.
no.
I didn't like that one that much.
That movie's
are-
more cerebral where you have to sit and think about it after a while and then watch it again and
Maybe
be
that's
like,
why I
holy
didn't.
shit.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
That's
I don't
why
wanna have to
movies
think
for
about my
fucking
movies.
hipsters is
It
what
depends.
it is.
It depends on the movie, right? And it depends on how I'm feeling. If I don't want to
Well,
watch
you had to think in
something-
23, but in a different kind of way.
Yeah,
like,
but
there
it
was
spelled it
more-
out for you too at the end. Where
2 + 6
Turn
is
on
7 is a fucking 23 year. April 6th, 23.
sure. Number
The
4.
whole fucking movie.
Number 4. Rush Hour.
The first one? The first
I
one.
just watched the
I
second
I
one
watched
yesterday.
It. I watched
they're
it
on
last
Netflix.
night.
The first time?
I watched it last night.
Me too.
Not the second, the first one.
I watched the second one. So I actually
love those movies.
I actually prefer the second one to the first one.
Me too. Come on,
Talk
Lee.
about a movie where it's completely okay. He's 100% racist against Chinese.
But
Like,
it
he's
works because he's not
because
really
he's
racist.
black. That's why it works.
No, it's because he doesn't know.
No, don't you? He knows.
No, he
But
doesn't.
like
He's like talk about your ching chong shit. Like in the movie, he's
Right, but-
avidly being like, yeah, exactly. The whole movie, Steve. I
was
just
good.
watched it last night.
Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
I was talking to Sarah. I was like,
No one
there's
understands the words that
there's
come
no
out
way
of
you get away with this movie nowadays. There's
Oh,
no way.
for sure, but I still feel like he gets away with it because he's not.
It's 'cause he's
being
black.
no, he's not being racist and like demeaning them. He's doing it because he just doesn't understand it.
He literally
So-
runs through like crowds of them and is like, he pretty much is like, y'all look the same. I can't find you.
Which is funny because
yeah.
that's a joke that gets made
For
About white people.
on both of
Yeah,
them.
Right. You look like Ethan Hawke.
But I do like
You
like
white,
the
you Ben
second one
Affleck.
better.
Exactly. I do as well.
I like
think
the second one better.
The second one, the bathhouse fight,
get
like
it
it's so
up,
good.
with
That
it,
right there.
So when we not to go too far into it, but when I was watching it yesterday, Carrot came out and was like Rush Hour, and then it took him a second.
good.
He was like, the second one, and I said I like the second one better, and he was like, really?
Juntao.
And I said, yeah, I don't know why. There's something
got it
about
right
it
with
that I
the
like
second one.
better. But
The first one's great, but the second one they definitely get it. They
but
got everything right with it.
he said that he he watches these guys on YouTube. I guess they're like stunt people. But they
Probably the same
also
thing Steve watches.
they also like I guess have a company where they do stunts for people who don't have the big budgets and stuff either. Like they want to be able to everyone can access or whatever.
Everyone can use them.
So, but they
Everyone.
do YouTube videos talking about like other movies, and they said that those types of movies with like Jackie and stuff are some of the best movies because they're realistic.
Oh, yeah.
he's doing he's doing those things.
Yeah, he's literally doing all the stunts.
and
he's
he's
doing
like
everything.
that. So it's real, like the flipping over the chair and stuff. Like
What?
they're doing it.
Look, you want to get into the, like this like rumble in the Bronx.
Did you just tag me in something?
I did. It was the Trump thing.
Oh, what on earth?
But like he has so many movies that he's done for so long.
That people
and
don't.
there's-
Legend of the Drunken Master.
Yeah, the Drunken Master. He was like going to school with like Jet Li and Bruce Lee, right? They were both all in the same school.
I'm pretty sure he was in a couple Bruce Lee movies as like
Yeah.
like extras and like getting his ass kicked
Rumble
by
in the
Bruce
Bronx.
Lee.
This
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is still
yeah,
here,
exactly.
too.
Oh, look at that.
But he's the man.
Jack,
Was it
Jackie Chan.
adultery aside? He's the fucking shit.
I love at the end of that they show the bloopers. And there's the
favorite
one
part.
there's the one where he's kicking the door down and he's like, Jackie, get it. And he's like, Chris Tucker. Like he's joking back at him, and then they show it again and he's like, Jackie, and he goes, Jackie again, but he's
Yeah.
still kicking the door down. Like you know you have to refilm it, but he's still doing the whole scene and kicking the door down.
I like when he's trying to go through the
And he
like,
hits his legs.
the door, or not the door, but like the little
cage. It was
cage
like
thing.
the-
Yeah,
and
and he
he
can't get
falls.
it. Yeah, it's like
The guy everyone comes over and they're like, are you
Have you
okay?
seen his stunt? Like, there's a compilation on
Oh, he's
YouTube
amazing.
where he's
Yeah.
like, where the stunts go wrong. There's one where he has to jump down. It's like in a mall setting, like a big opening, or like I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe a side of a building, but he's way up, stories up, and
Doing a map.
he has to grab these lights, like Christmas lights, and kind of like slide down them, and they're just electrocuting him while he fucking slides
oh,
down
and he
these
got
lights.
electrocuted for real. Yeah,
Yeah, this fucking guy is
my.
the shit. Like, it's just fucking amazing.
Didn't he break like a bone in this one too?
Yeah, he jumped off of I think either
Well,
a
when he
boat or
jumped
a
off-
hovercraft onto like a bridge landing or a like a pillar that held up a bridge and fucking snapped part of his ankles and his feet and shit. There's a million of them. He's broken so many
He's
fucking
great.
bones.
But just to sum up, I did like this. I just did.
It is. It's good. I don't know if I like it better, but it's really good.
Top 3
Sounds good.
Practical
I like
Magic.
Return of the Bronx. Oh, sorry.
Okay, top
Shanghai
3.
Noon.
Practical Magic,
Mm-hmm.
Bride of Chucky, and in its second week, Ants.
Oh, I loved Ants. Ants was the
too.
shit.
Ants versus the Bugs Life. Which one's better?
Bugs Life.
Bugs
Ants
Life
is
over
still
Ants.
really good though.
Ants is darker.
Yeah, 100%.
Ants is darker.
When they go to war, and
Ants
they're
was
all
made
getting blown
for
apart. Adults.
Like adults, yeah.
Yeah. When he comes across the picnic and they think that that's the paradise. Do you remember that?
Oh,
and they
yeah,
meet
yeah.
the bees or the
Oh, yeah,
wasps,
yeah.
and they squish his wife.
It's fucking
It's
terrible.
a dark fucking
That
movie.
is heart wrenching.
It's
That
a
is
dark
so
one.
sad.
Maybe I haven't seen that.
So sad.
Ants is great. Ants is fucking super
need to
good.
watch
I've seen
Ants.
Bug's
It's
Life.
so So A Bug's Life, it's got the bad guy and stuff too. Like those grasshoppers are fucking
Isn't that Michael Keaton?
terrifying.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's Kevin Spacey.
Like those guys they're scary.
Don't go into the light.
They're mean. The caterpillar.
It's so beautiful.
The caterpillar is so funny. I love when he gets his tiny, tiny wings.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
When I think of those movies, I think of that one as like the big outstanding like computer generated.
You know what's funny?
In the beginning.
I think that movie
Yeah.
is what put Pixar. Yeah, Toy Story was
exactly.
great.
when they show
Exactly.
all the landscaping. And
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I feel like that's what made them like, okay, we're here to stay, and we can
Yeah, yeah.
finally like make everything
Locked
we want to
in.
make. Yeah, exactly.
But I do.
Locked
But like
in.
Locked
ants, I feel like was
That
dark.
dick-
It was
what?
darker.
Oh, 100%.
It was definitely
They
darker.
showed ants getting like blown apart.
Oh,
and
yeah.
cut apart. And
It almost
But
felt
they
like
had
Starship
a full-on
Troopers.
war. Like
but-
it was
Exactly.
a whole full-on battle.
early on in the movie.
That's what I was saying. It felt like Starship Troopers, but with ants just getting blown to bits.
Yep.
And then the poor bum.
All right.
The poor
So
bee
it was
or whatever the fuck it
ants.
is.
What are the three?
Yeah, what were
Steve?
they?
Practical
Ants,
Magic.
Bride of Chucky, Practical
Yep.
Magic.
Yep. And Ants is in its second week. Everything else, this is the opening weekend for it. Again, Wally first.
All right. I'm gonna go. Ants.
Ants number
You're
one.
going not one down.
Practical Bride of Chucky.
Okay. Randy.
Even knowing that
Oh, that's lighter than I thought it was.
it didn't do well because I really
Another
think
one?
Bride of Chucky would have sucked.
You think Bride of Chucky sucked?
I thought the movie fucking sucked. Yeah.
I'm not
I
big
think
on
all
any.
the Chucky
I'm not big
movies
on any of
fucking
them.
sucked.
Yeah, I'm
minus
not.
the first one.
Well, so I have
I'm
to
not
like
really big on
the
any of
Bride
them,
of Chucky
so.
because Tiffany, right? That's the doll.
Gotcha.
My wife's name. Yeah, whatever.
That
Anyway,
lady's voice, though,
Jennifer Tilly.
I really can't with it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's
Oh,
more.
wait.
Okay,
yeah,
Randy.
well,
what,
I
what-
thought
what- nope.
this one's kind of strong. So if anybody wanted that, that's still
I
here.
got you.
So.
What do you think, Randy?
I'm gonna say Ants,
Ants number one.
Bride of Chucky number
Bride of
two,
Chu- okay.
Practical Magic.
And Practical Magic. Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
I'm gonna go.
Is it?
Yeah,
I would have just said the same.
No.
I'm gonna
My
go.
bad.
Practical Magic, Ants, Bride of Chucky.
It
think so.
is as follows. No one got this right.
Oh,
It's
shit.
number one, Practical Magic. Number two, Bride of Chucky. Number three, Ants.
I
so
got
did
number
ants
one
flop like a
right.
motherfucker?
No, it was number 3.
It was
on
number
the top
3
10.
after its first
But it'd
week.
been out for.
Yeah, it's
It's been out for
2
1
weeks.
week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it didn't flop, but it wasn't like huge.
I at least got number 1 right.
Okay.
I got one of them right.
You did good. You did good, kid.
You did good,
I
kid.
need credit where it's due.
All right. Tomatometer time. The Roddy T's Rotten Tomatoes scores. What do we think the critics gave it? An audience.
Tees.
Roddy
Yeah,
T's.
That's
fuck
my
you.
favorite so far.
I like it.
65
For critics?
for
you're
audience,
just doing a
For audience.
combination,
Okay, we're doing both, right? Remember, critics and audience.
and then critics 60.
60. Randy?
So you think they were
audience,
close?
I'm going a little bit higher.
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 83.
83
For
audience.
audience,
Okay.
It's not a little higher. That's a lot higher.
A little higher.
But are you sticking in the 60s for critics?
Yeah, I'm going to 63.
Well, that's a vast difference.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put more of a space in between them. I'm gonna
Just
go
gonna
like
space 'em out.
42.
Critic. 42 critics.
Critics.
Okay.
72.
that shit?
72.
72 audience.
Audience.
Okay.
And even 30% between them.
All right. It is as follows. I'm going to do the audience score first.
Okay.
73% audience score.
Damn.
Critic score 23.
Holy shit.
They did not like this movie.
No, they didn't.
Fuck.
Why?
A bunch of Steves over there.
I
A
wanna- I
bunch
wanna
of
fight-
Steves. You want
I
to
don't
fight
ever
them?
get-
I'm
I don't
right
ever
here.
get offended by these things, but I
God.
feel like I need to whoop someone's ass.
Let's go.
You think this is a 23?
I'm
You
about
think this is
to
a fucking
whip
23?
somebody.
I don't think this is a 23, but there's nothing for me in this movie. Like, I'm waiting for something to happen, and
Have you
I'm
not
almost
seen Sandra Bullock? Like
okay, but I can watch Miss Congeniality and I'm fine. Like,
No,
I get
that's
all
different.
my.
dinner date.
That's
if you
different.
ask me to.
that is a different Sandra Bullock. This Sandra Bullock. I'm sorry. When I watched this movie yesterday or whenever
Sure.
it was, and she's so in the beginning, like obviously they're kids, and then when they first show her, she's, you know, her hair's in like the French braids. She's still kind of growing up,
Sure.
you know. But when they show her, and not just when she's got the kids and the husband, but a little bit later when the cop starts coming around and her hair's doing that curly like wavy thing.
The whole fucking thing.
Oh
if
my
she came up to me and she was
God,
like, Wally, take me now or lose me forever. I'm like, I'm in.
Like when
Let's go.
your dick would have ran off your body right to her. Like
Broke through a fucking
Shazam,
wall.
yeah.
What I'm
But,
saying though,
she-
hold on.
That's like premium Sandy. I feel
I
like.
don't disagree, but that doesn't make the movie better for me.
You said there's nothing in it for you. I'm saying that there's at least that is what I'm
no,
saying.
no, I'm saying so the movie's called Practical Magic, right?
Right, correct.
And then they open up with trying to hang a witch, during the Salem trials, basically, is what they're
Yeah,
showing
but
me.
she escaped.
Okay, she escaped, which is cool. I'm in for that. I'm like, all right, where are we gonna go?
I think it was
Right?
weird that she escaped by the rope breaking, though. Like
She
that.
made
But
a
that's
break
because it
with
was
her
magic.
magic.
Right. In reality, I don't think she did. So
Maybe she's
I
just
thought,
really fat and we didn't know about it.
Rip, fuck. Anyways, so I was expecting something else to happen. Like there's really no magic besides them, doing the spell to bring the dude back to life. And then they're like, "Oh, you got to poke him in the eyes with the needles." They don't even fucking poke him in the eyes with the
There's
needle.
a ton of magic.
Well, witches.
Where? What else happened that was magically other than they tried to drug him?
There's even even the montages have magic in it. Yeah, so that I think he's calling one. Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, she was stirring the tea.
Yeah.
Without
she was
when
doing
they
it.
blow on the
Hexes?
candle and it just lights
There's
up.
the alchemy
Yeah.
part, which can technically, I guess, be science magic, but they're like mixing shit.
But there's no
They
spells
fucking bring
that they
them.
do.
So
they don't. There's
you want
besides
the
bringing.
fucking cadabras?
They
dude?
Yeah.
do this
What am I,
because she
Steve
did.
Miller?
Yeah,
Fucking
she did the
cadabra,
thing to like. She did the thing
cadabra.
to get the guy with the one green eye,
I'm
one
gonna
blue
reach
eye.
out
to
and
come.
grab you.
Yeah, she
Okay,
she
all right.
did that.
I got a bone to pick
Bunch
with
of
that.
love
They
spells.
did. They
Hold
did
on,
a spell on
hold
the
on.
guy
Flip a
to
pancake
like
like that?
her.
Yes, I can.
There's no
There's
way.
no fucking way.
Got it. Listen to me.
no
listen
way.
to me. The bone to pick I
First
have.
off, because you think it makes that noise, is why I know you're lying.
You have never done this.
Got it.
You have never done
Like a
this.
fucking midget street bike trying to start up.
So they talk about this dude that shows up with one green eye and one blue eye.
Yeah.
The whole
was born
time
with it.
he does not have different colored eyes until they focus on him and she
The
goes,
lighting has to
if
hit
we're-
it just right, Steve.
Look, Tiffany's sister has two different colored eyes. Anytime I look at her, I can tell.
I have two different colored eyes, Steve.
No, you don't. Fuck off. This guy did
don't.
not have two different colored eyes. Now I can
Look
take
at him
away
eyes, Steve.
I can take away the fact that okay, they don't need to put it in every scene, right?
Well,
With
yeah,
a
'cause
Not
you're
what
70
it's
you're
not
not
you're making it
close on
sound
him.
like, Steve.
with a
'Cause you're not close
$75
on
million budget, I better see two different colored fucking eyes.
Because here's the thing, it's not one brown, one blue. Green and blue are close, so they didn't really need to go. You know what I mean? Like
What's
they
the
didn't
most
need.
popular version of that two different color?
Is it hediachromia or whatever it's
I
called?
think it's brown.
You hitting on me right now?
Yeah, what up, boy? No, I think you're
Is it
correct.
brown,
brown
and
and
something,
blue.
or is it
I
green
think
and blue?
it's brown.
Oh, brown and blue.
Or brown and.
I was just curious. What the most common one is.
It's going to be brown and
I see,
blue
I see
because
it in
that's the
dogs
most common.
often. Like,
yeah.
so you're the Australian Shepherds.
Yep.
I see those dogs frequent.
She's like, yeah, I fucking know.
Yeah.
I know my dog. Trust me.
Come on, scientists.
So you know what's even crazier
Scientist.
is his blue eye. No, not
It's not the same color as his other one.
no his
That's green.
no his blue eye. Jesus.
What about his
Christ.
brown eye?
What's the disease?
What's it called when you
What
have
a
two different
dirty
colors?
deep
What is
here.
it called?
You fucking son of a bitch.
What's a
I don't know.
Hediachromia.
Steve just said. I was gonna say Steve just said it.
Hediachromia or something like that.
hediachromia?
Something like no, just hediachromia.
Oh.
Something like that. Trust
Two
me.
different
He's looking. it up.
colored
Eyes.
eyes. Not Pornhub. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I bet you there's hits for that.
You enunciate that, Mr. Wordsmith.
I was right. Hediachromia. Iridium. Yeah, there you go.
Iridium.
Say it again?
Iridium. Hediachromia. Iridium. Sorry, I got
Iridium?
hediachromia. Iridium.
That's it. He just nailed it. A condition in which the colored part of the eye, iris in parentheses, is multicolored.
Mm.
So is it just one eye, or does it have to be different?
Oh, yeah. That's
Well,
different. That's different. That's a different
Both
thing.
eyes have to be different.
Well, there's one that has like the
It just
the
says
one
that,
eye
it just
is
says
two
part of the.
different
It doesn't
colors.
say. It doesn't say it has to be specific
Oh,
between 2
I'm
different
sorry.
eyes.
You're right. Because there are people who have their eyes different colored in the
That's
same
right. You
eye.
apologize to me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was half listening.
definition.
I was half listening. I was thinking of other things like where to go from here.
Iridium.
Iridium.
It says there are 3 different types of it.
It's the name of that spaceship.
Was that the hediachromia?
Talking about band names. You guys going to the Hediachromia Iridium show tonight?
Yeah. No. That band sounds terrible. It sounds hideous.
So if you have
Listen to
complete heterochromia or whatever,
Oh, it can happen after an eye injury.
yeah. But that's not
Somebody
usually
punched me in the
complete
eye.
heterochromia. There are different ones. There are sectoral.
That's more
there's
magic.
Central,
That
and
is
then
more
there's-
magic right now than the whole movie had.
And then there's complete.
You see this?
They brought a fucking dead person
Listen
back
to me.
life.
Did they though?
They did.
They
yeah.
did.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
Yeah, they did.
100% did.
They brought him back, and then he was like alive for a bit, and then what did they do?
They
They hit him
killed
on.
him.
They killed him again and put him in the fucking
I
thing.
think out of the arguments you could have, usually I'm with you, but out of the arguments, there's plenty of magic in this movie, Steve.
There's not enough for me, is what I'm saying.
Here's
You don't see like all the little woo magic flying through into someone else's body kind of thing. You know, like, oh, we got him Leviosa.
I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any of that.
She hexes the kid with chicken pox.
yeah,
Okay, but
Did he ever
They
get it?
bring a
He
fucking
got it at
body
the end.
life.
Did he?
he got it.
The
at the
people are
end.
coming. They're
Good,
alchemy
fuck 'em.
shit for like love potions for people. Like lady comes in with her queries and,
And
her,
then-
her
and then-
tripes, and they fucking do that
And
shit.
then there,
I can't
he was
find it.
complaining about this ointment that wasn't working, and she was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think about a different place to put it. I get it, but I'm not seeing what I'm expecting to see. I'm
So,
expecting
here's the thing.
witches. I'm
So,
expecting craziness. I'm expecting
practical
based off
magic.
of
But
like
it wasn't practical.
based off of
They brought a
like
dude back to life.
practical.
myth and legend of witches. They weren't like
Best argument Randall's
they
ever had.
weren't like controlling things with their hands and stuff. The basic like myth of real witches, like Salem witches, was spells and stuff. It wasn't zaps out of their hands and like making things fly.
Hocus Pocus 2.
It was like
Hold on. Have you seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet?
yeah.
I still gotta watch it, so don't say anything.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
What I was going to say based off of that
Yes.
is they changed what the witches do from the first movie to this movie. You get what I'm saying?
She did that in the first one.
Okay, whatever.
Next week.
All I'm saying is I wanted
I'll
to
watch it tomorrow, the next day.
I understand what this movie is. I understand what they tried to do with it. I understand what it is. But
It was
I was not looking for
practical
that.
magic, Steve. It was practical magic.
Okay, all right. Taking away the fact that they
It
didn't,
wasn't
they didn't
obscene
do
magic
They didn't
or-
do the amount of
Let's gang
magic.
up on him.
They didn't do the amount of magic I wanted. Take
They
that
did
back.
a
Hold on.
practical amount.
They did a practical amount, sure. But based off of that and taking that away, the story for the movie to me falls flat as well because
I think the story's a little muddy. Like I feel
that's
like
what I'm
I
trying
don't-
to say. There's nothing. There's nothing besides she's trying to get true love, right?
She's scared shitless
But at the
of true
s-
love, so she makes a spell.
I
But
understand
like
that.
okay, but then like she falls in love and she has kids and then husband's dead.
Thank you.
And
That's
then,
what I was
like,
just gonna say.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, who fucking cares?
There's
He's
a
dead.
lot.
Whoop-de-doo. And even the
I feel
kids
like
don't
there's
care.
a couple different
You can't have a
movies in this movie.
you can't have the story without that. You can't have. I mean, you can't have a good story without that. Like, she's not upset at that point. There's no.
But like,
she's just
why'd
fucking
you have to give her a
single.
husband and kids at all?
Right.
She could have just avoided love, and then that
Exactly.
guy still comes into her life.
Clearly,
Right.
she fucking didn't.
No.
Well, she wanted. They had to show
ants gave her a
loss.
push.
No, they gave the guy a push.
Right. They gave him.
Did you watch the same movie?
Right. They gave him the.
They gave the guy.
Mind? I'm on your side.
I don't mind.
I'm on your side.
I'm here.
They gave the guy the push. They didn't do it on her.
Is there
though.
fucking heck? There's a curse on the family
Yeah.
chicks, and that's it. And
'Cause
you
they
have
were
two
like, we
opposite
didn't expect
children.
you to go
in
this
a, in a
far with
nutshell,
it.
right? Is there's two kind of opposite kids, and one's trying to make it through the fucking curse. That's it. That's really it. That's the premise. And she
Also-
comes out on top and through her own little fucking
Genetically
curse. That's
speaking,
it.
Pouring herself
genetically
out.
speaking, the chances
yeah,
of her having
she's so
also a redheaded daughter and a brunette daughter, just like her mom did, that's
That's witch.
But
shit.
they're
Not-
witches. Yeah.
that's not.
I can believe
That's
that.
witch
That's
shit.
magic. Maybe that's the magic I was looking for.
she had a little miniature Nicole
not the
Kidman and a
magic
little
you were
miniature
looking
Sandra
They
Bullock.
were adorable. Those little girls were adorable. When
They were
like
kind of
trying-
brats. They
They
were
were
kind
of
of
brats, but I
When they
like
were
little
throwing the
fucking-
syrup in the water
She
and they were running
flat
away. I was
out
like,
was
oh,
like-
good shit.
Exactly. Like
She flat out was like, "Don't teach my daughters magic," and no one cared.
do it anyways.
Oh, well, and then
Can
so,
you please
hold
not?
on.
Can
So-
you not have them dance naked under the moon, and then they come back from the trip, and the girls are like, "We danced naked under the moon."
Perfect.
But so okay, so the whole
Fucking grandmas.
the whole county or whatever is afraid of these people, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're gonna call everybody, and everybody's cool with us now. Like, what
That's
the
because
fuck?
they always wanted to
Because
be a
they're
part
like,
of it.
"Ooh."
Yeah, but okay,
They're always
but it
jealous
still
of
doesn't.
them.
It just
I
doesn't
think
make
it
sense
was more.
with the movie.
I think it was also more like the fear of the unknown. So then they were just upfront with it, and they were like, "Look, we'll show you our world."
She's got it. She's got it nailed.
but it just doesn't make sense to me in the tone of the movie. It doesn't make sense with what else is happening with the movie.
Well, I
Like,
think you're wrong, Steve.
you can think I'm wrong, but I mean, I'm just telling you my opinion of the movie. I tried
Well,
to
your
stay in
opinion's
it.
wrong.
Your opinion sucks.
It's
No,
not great.
No,
It's not
I
the
didn't.
best,
Not every
but-
movie's for
Well,
everybody. I get it.
I'm trying to explain myself, and no one's actually
Oh,
letting
sure.
me
Oh,
Go
we're
talk.
listening.
Go
Well,
ahead.
we're
You're
listening.
listening, but I'm being interrupted.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the whole podcast, Steve. This is your podcast. You signed up for.
I can mute anybody. I have
mute
the
me right now.
opinion.
Mute me.
I'm not going to.
Mute
I
me.
have muted.
Fucking Steve's like he's like do it. So fucking power hungry Steve over here. I'm like mute me.
I feel like if you muted me, I would just talk loud enough to where it would pick up on somebody else's microphone.
Pretty sure it is.
I was literally gonna scream if he muted me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
He can't
I'm not
figure it
that
out.
guy.
That's what it is.
No, I was gonna do something else, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that.
Give me like a fucking little baby voice.
Yeah, it was good.
Give me the little baby voice. Give me the little,
Oh my God,
give me the
yeah,
little
I
baby
forgot
voice.
we had that.
Give me a little baby voice, real quick.
And you have to do the Shazam in the baby.
Shut the fuck up. Shazam.
This is what my dick really sounds like.
Jesus Christ. And then Randy's just like, hold on, Randy's like,
Like, I'm trying to get a little girth here.
Oh, hold on, dude. Do it again. Or do the
the
Kool-Aid
high?
man.
I'm do her Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
It's gotta be. Oh yeah. That's like the real Kool-Aid man. Oh god.
yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, damn it.
Wait, all right.
I'll give you that one.
Ooh, that's worse. That's so bad. Oh my God, that one got me even. I don't.
Yeah, there's no way.
Ooh.
That was great. I like that one. That's a good one. Oh my God.
All right.
Randy's taking notes.
IMDb score is a
crying.
6.2 on this guy.
Sure.
I think that's where it should be. We're gonna get to who is your favorite character in this movie? Wally.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandy, huh?
Hell
gotta-
yeah.
I think her acting is great in this movie.
I agree.
I think she is actually a really, really good actor. And this fucking movie, when she's sitting there, like,
Peak.
confessing her emotions to the cop guy,
Yeah.
I think she did a phenomenal job.
I agree. I think Sandy's really good in this movie. She's not overacting. She's not underacting, right? She's
Yeah.
not phoning it in. I can see emotion in her voice. I can
love
see in the face. Everything's good about what she does in this movie. But just, I don't know, like she goes to confess that she killed this guy, and then all of a sudden the dude's like, I just met you, but
Well,
let's
I love
fuck. You know,
you.
like,
Do you think I would have had a chance if I got a contact, one blue one,
100%.
and then learned to ride a horse? I can already flip pancakes.
Yeah.
There, I got that shit. It's not.
You just
It's
need a
not
star.
like it's
You got
not
a
like
star?
100% accuracy.
Yeah.
No, his favorite shape just has to be a star. He doesn't need a star. He just has to say.
If I don't have a favorite shape, can I just pick one and like pick
It's a
that
star.
one?
My
Yeah,
favorite
am I allowed to
shape.
do
My
that?
favorite shape actually is a star. So.
Well, then you would have been fine, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, Sandy could
And
have
I
been
have
like,
I have one blue eye. I don't have the green eye.
what other color do
So,
you have?
all right. So hear me out now. Practical magic.
What,
I have
but
two
less-
blue eyes.
okay, one's blue. I got you. I'm stupid.
Perfect.
What'd you say?
Perfect.
And then,
I said to hear me out. I was like practical magic, but the love story.
and then the star can be
Is
what's
more of a
shaved
love-
down there.
You want to see? You want to my favorite shape? Just zip.
It's a star. The peen.
Shazam.
You
the,
could have
the
just
peen
told
is
me.
the peen is one of the star points.
Oh my god.
That's a thing, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess
Sure.
depends how many points are on the star.
Man, I guess it depends on what kind of star it is. Star David or just a regular star. I don't know.
So, okay, my favorite is Sandra Bullock as well.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate Nicole Kidman in this movie for one specific scene.
Okay.
Which is
The dancing at the pool
No,
because it's terrible.
no, when she
I
walks.
forgot we have.
No, when
we
she
have this. I
walks.
always forget this.
When she walks into the classroom,
surprise.
and they're all like,
like
"Oh my
looking at
god!"
her,
And she's
ogling.
like, "Watch your husbands, ladies,"
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she's just like, "Fuck these bitches."
parents are like,
And then she makes the book have Sally's name on every page, and she's like,
I
"Oh,
did
I
that.
wonder how that happened."
I think
Magic.
every movie where you see like
Because I
two
love
different
that.
forms of like a female, I feel like I'm always attracted.
Steve,
to the one
weird.
that's
How did-
fucking nutty man?
How did those pages get Sally's name on it without?
I'm
I
not
like me
saying
Sandra
there
Bullock,
wasn't
but-
magic in the movie. I'm saying I just wanted there to be like more like witchy
Like
stuff.
Harry
in it.
Potter.
No, not Harry Potter. Just more
You
like
want more broom flying.
no,
kinda
just
magic.
just more like in your face of okay, we're doing this now, or we're making this potion, or we're doing something. Like I understand, like the kids were doing it with her at the end, and they threw out the syrup. I get it, but it just didn't feel witchy. It felt sitcom-y to me. Like oh my god, we're making this. Oh, throw it away. Like it just didn't. It just didn't work. Like for me, I don't know.
I'm still
Sure, you're
crying.
fine.
What are you crying from?
From the noise.
The fat fucking sound.
Jesus. Jesus Christ. Okay, Randy, who was your fucking
It
guy?
was Sandy.
It was Sandy as
Just call
well.
Sandy, even though I don't like her. I don't
Mr.
fucking like
Anti-Sandy
Sandy.
over here.
But
But
she's
it's
I can't believe
solid
that's
in
a
it.
thing
And I've
either.
also seen this movie a lot of times,
He's
so
wrong.
she's kind of just grown on me
Yeah,
in this
both
movie.
of them.
Oh, Jesus.
I got it. My favorite character.
No one could this fucking
The
movie.
magic.
You know the cop.
No,
was-
no,
the
I'm
cop
not
wasn't
that
bad
guy.
either. I kinda
Let me
like
get
the
one of
cop,
the
too.
one of the ants.
I didn't like the cop actually.
I was
thought he
honestly,
kinda
I was
dumb.
leaning towards one of the ants, but I mean, the kids were pretty good in it.
The kids were.
I like the evil dude too.
The redhead
Like,
kid
he
was
was
a
he
brat.
was pretty good. You know what I mean? He played his role well.
Yeah.
The only thing that I didn't like that threw me out of the movie too is where like he grabs the star, which I understand that. I get that. That's
then
cool.
burns.
But that burn on his hand just looks so weird to me. Like it looked almost like something from Pirates of the Caribbean, like a fucking
Carrick was making fun of
starfish.
He walked in when that
But
part
I'm
was
the monkey,
happening.
Jack.
And he was like, so he just touched that, now
Old
he's dead,
bootstrap
he's
Bill.
gone.
Hello, puppet.
Well, and that's what I
And
want
I
to
was
say
like, well,
too.
he's not gone because
No, but
just-
you
then he
have
goes
heard
back
of
into
me.
her. But
Well, the other thing too
back
is
in.
he gets killed or whatever, his demon spirit, whatever, gets so vanquished so quickly. Like I was like, that was it. He's coming back, right?
also,
Like,
Trying to get
you're
vanquished, he
telling
just
me
went
they
back
didn't miss
inside.
any of his dust in the house? They didn't miss anything?
That part.
They were sweeping so aggressively.
they needed a Hoover vac after
A little
that,
bit of
right?
dick dust
Get
just
a little bit of
lying
dick.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
That's
Just
the
tip.
sequel
I think that was my
to
least
both
favorite
movies
scene.
together.
When they were sweeping
As it
the
comes
dust out.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's no way.
as a
Like there was
dick
dust
ghost.
flying everywhere. I'm like,
There's
you
like,
didn't.
you fucking
there's no
did
way
not
you
get
got all of
Comes
them.
back.
Dun dun dun.
This fucking game.
Dun dun.
All right, do we have a least favorite character in
That
this movie?
fucking
Wally?
move?
Okay, Randy.
Broom sweeping bullshit.
That's
They
not a.
didn't get it.
That's
Least
not a
favorite
person.
character.
Oh,
Was it Fantasia? What are you talking about?
idiot. That's,
Wally,
I'm an idiot.
Least favorite character.
Yeah, go ahead.
Least favorite character, probably the husband that dies.
Okay, because he's just not in it.
I just picked someone.
Because he's barely in it.
Yeah, I just picked someone random.
Well, I want to talk about that scene.
Oh well, then I'm
because-
gonna pick their mom.
Is she like the redheaded mom, like the original mom, like an actor, like Sandra's actual mother?
I can't even
Don't
like
know.
picture what she looks like.
You
I
only
watched
see her
the
for
scene.
a
was
brief
in it for
period of
literally
time,
10
and I felt like
seconds.
she had looked very familiar,
She was in
but
it
I
for
didn't
like
have
10
enough time with her to
seconds.
figure it out.
I do want to
Let me
talk
see.
about. I want to talk about the death scene with the dad real quick, or her first husband.
Yeah, so stupid.
That's what I'm saying. You could have done
That's the
that so
only
much
weird
better.
part of the movie.
$75 million, and you can't make that look better. You can't like make it make more sense. Like this
That-
dude is not stupid.
Make it make
I
sense.
understand that it's
All that felt
predetermined.
it all felt montagey. I think
What
that
was
was part of
their
the
mom's
montage too,
name?
almost.
I don't know, mom. It felt predetermined, right? That he was going to. Again, it's predetermined he's going to die. The cricket or whatever the fuck the beetle
Yeah,
is
sure.
making the noise.
But
I get
they
it.
could have done it in a better way because
Regina
you're sitting in the middle of the
Owens
road. The truck
is her
sees you.
Right. Also, all those bikes go by, and then all of a sudden a truck comes out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
nobody saw
Also,
that.
why was
like,
he just standing in the street like this is the best experience ever?
You talking
like
about
when
the
the
eyes
bikes,
closed, like-
he was
yeah,
just
he's like, this feels so
Yeah.
great. The wind
Maybe that's,
in my
maybe that's why I
hair.
subconsciously dislike this fucking guy.
That might actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Try
go
it.
for
Let's
it.
go to a fucking
Look, hold on.
triathlon. and let's go fucking stand at
This
some
is
fucking
what will make this scene better. Hold on.
Cyclists.
If all those cycles are going by him, the
And
bicycles.
then one of them claps him.
One
like,
of
with
them
his
claps
face.
him. Right? No, that's not in his face, but like kips him over a little bit, and he falls to
And
the
then he gets
ground.
ran over.
And then he
by the
gets
bikes.
up, and everyone's like, "Oh, Michael," or whatever the fuck his name is. And he's
And
just
then-
like,
and then honk,
what?
honk.
And then he's looking over there like, "What?" And then looks around and done.
Clapped.
I would like that better.
What's the movie where Brad Pitt gets hit by a car? What
Meet
movie
Joe
is it?
Black.
Ain't Joe Black.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Well, they
him
show
get
it, right?
fucking-
Yeah,
get
yeah. He gets
fucking
tuk, tuk,
lit
tuk,
by
Right.
that.
So it doesn't
that
look
cart
like
is mangled.
she's-
That cart is mangled. It's like steel too. That
I
dolly
wanted
is
a
mangled.
drip of blood on that too. Like,
He's just
show
like
me a
he's
little
just
bit.
like launched onto a rooftop of one of the fucking stores nearby. Mangled.
Oh my god. He lands on the flagpole just
Steve's like, this is the kind of fucking practical magic I want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm, all for that gruesome bullshit, but like, show me something a little bit
She
more
just
than
doesn't
just
really come up in anything.
PG-13,
So I don't
man.
think-
I'm getting killed by a truck.
honk honk.
Stupid.
Meh, meh.
My least favorite
Also,
character.
that truck was going that fast on that small road in that
No,
town that
no.
it
You
killed
Just
him.
slow the fuck
How
down.
fast do you have to be going in a vehicle?
to murder someone
To
like
murder.
that.
To actually kill them, I feel like faster than
At
that
least
truck was
30.
going.
I think it's probably. I think you might be able to survive like a 20-mile-an-hour hit.
So Randy's got a new
30.
truck. Okay, we're gonna go outside with Randy's new truck.
We're gonna test it.
We're gonna test it with Randy standing outside.
But it was like a box truck. It
Yeah,
was like
it was
It was a
flat,
tall truck.
yeah.
You're
I'll
getting
give
fucking
it-
laid
He
in
might
the
have
side of your
ran
head.
over.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe like
All right.
20
If you
miles
get-
an hour is a chance of dying, but 30 to fucking
see.
50.
Look, hold
you're
on.
done.
So
I'm sure
if you're
Google
going,
That's a
fif-
99% chance of you
You're
getting
done.
if you're
fucking
going
smacked.
15 and get hit and then dragged under, you could die. If your
I've
head
been
gets
hit by a car
Yeah,
going
but-
15 miles an hour.
He wasn't doing 15. He was fucking. I think he was going.
He was
That man
fine.
was fucking.
He was fucking.
No man was fucking. Okay,
That guy
he was
driving
doing
that truck. Fucks.
he was doing 35, let's say, right? You get hit by that, maybe you're still alive, the initial hit, but the tire underneath, over your head, you're dead.
That's what they should have shown.
Right, I wanted a...
Yeah, it's got like fucking.
Right.
It's like dump truck wheels, so
That's
there's
what I'm
two
saying.
more in the
Yeah.
back for him to fucking dump.
Dum, dum.
Like the first wheel, he's like, oh shit, and then the second two just flattens his head.
We not get away from me, baby.
This is predetermined.
Honk honk.
All right, my least favorite character is Nicole Kidman. I thought she was fucking atrocious in this movie. It felt like she was just phoning it in every goddamn scene, just because I've seen her in other movies before this, including Eyes Wide Shut, where she's acting her ass off. This movie, she just feels like she's taking a pay cut, like a paycheck, and just being like, all right, let's do
Could
this.
be. She plays kind of like a. I don't know what word I'm looking for.
A shitty brat sister who wants to get her way. Tara?
Could be.
Results show that the average risk of severe injury for a pedestrian struck by a vehicle reaches 90% when the vehicle is going 58 miles per hour.
That's a lot faster than I thought. Yeah. Dude was doing 60. Yeah, he did.
Let me get hit by
The
50 miles.
average,
You're
the
fucking
average,
dead, son.
that's the average risk of death for a pedestrian.
I watched a dude get launched out of his shoes outside my music store. He was drunk.
shoes-
From
If you're
80s.
going, if you're
Yeah,
going
fucking
30
dog
miles per
fucking
hour,
flew.
25%. It's only 25% at 32 miles per hour.
This
There's no
dude,
fucking way.
this dude got hit. Probably
Risk
I don't know.
vary
if
by age, but
It was a parking lot, so this motherfucker wasn't going that fast. Maybe 15 miles tops. But this guy just got done leaving ABC, got fucking launched. Probably a solid 20 feet. Like a car went boop, and he went, and then slid on his ass's back and then rolled a little bit.
That would hurt.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But he got fucking lofted.
oh, you definitely
yeeted, if you
get
will.
injured. I mean,
He didn't die.
but
I think if a
He
car
stood
hits
up.
you at any speed above 10 miles an hour, you're getting hurt.
I got hit at
little
15,
bit.
and I didn't really.
only 10% chance of severe injury at
Just hurt.
16
A little
miles per
bruise.
hour. At 16 miles per hour, 10%.
How do they test this?
I don't know.
We got this, baby.
We're going to
But
find
it
out.
says the average risk of severe injury or death for a 70-year-old pedestrian traveling at 25 miles per hour is comparable to a 30-year-old pedestrian being struck at 35 miles per hour. So, like, if you're older, you have a 10% higher risk of.
I
bones
think
are
young
brittle.
me would bounce. Like I fucking young me, maybe
Like Meet
a
Joe
full-
Black
yeah, yeah.
bouncing off each car.
The 30 miles an hour off a sedan, I'd get launched, but I'd be fine.
I remember.
Now, if I got clipped by something that going like 30 or 40,
Yeah.
I am not getting up.
No.
I'm laying there, or my fat ass is in the car because I went through the windshield.
I remember in high school when I was on the bus, we were going through Leonardtown Square because I would go through Leonardtown Square, right? And we were making a turn off of Fenwick into like where the Rex is. So make that right. And somebody was walking across the street, not seeing a giant motherfucking bus turning, and we hit them like with the side of the bus as they were walking straight.
Oh.
That person got launched, and that bus was doing like 5 miles an hour.
Did you guys keep going? Is your bus
Yes.
driver, your bus driver?
Yes. He didn't stop until we were at the Rex.
Oh, just fucking.
So
I'm
that
out.
was like a minute, like poof. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Let's keep driving. Oh, there's a person down?
I was on my bus and one of the little girl's dogs got hit.
Ooh.
It was the most worst thing in the world. While
most
she was
worst.
on the bus, like about to get on the bus.
Oh.
Die?
No, it just got
Good.
It just got fucking hit pretty hard and had to go to the vet.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
Isn't that crazy?
I'd rather
everyone
I'd
was
rather
like, what
a
just
bus
happened?
run over a human baby than a
too.
dog.
I wouldn't have added baby.
I
don't
would have
care.
added baby.
I don't care.
I wouldn't have added baby.
Now I
would've
have to
just
think
said
about this.
human.
That's
I would've
my
just said
fault.
human.
That is your fault that I have to think about this.
Human baby.
I would rather it hit a human. I don't know that I'd add baby to that.
Human baby.
So
Like, I
what's
would
the
rather it
severity
hit an
list?
adult.
Is it
I would rather it hit an adult than a dog.
it's full dog underneath, like full, regardless age of, it's the full age of a dog.
No, I don't care.
It does not
And then
matter
to
the
a
age of
human.
a dog.
I don't care how old the dog is.
Do you know what I'm getting at? Does it go, or does it go like puppy,
Nope.
baby?
That dog could be
Old dog.
that
I
dog
don't
could
care
die
how old the
tomorrow,
dog is.
Human.
and I'd rather the baby get ran over by the bus.
It's a hard thing to think about.
I don't care.
I'm like, my brain's like,
How many
oh, fuck,
humans we
man.
got? How many dogs that are just ready to
was,
love people?
I was driving to work one day. This was years ago, and
Human
we
baby's
just-
gonna grow up to be an
I was
asshole.
going
That dog's
through-
gonna love everybody.
Raise a baby like a dog.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was going through that like Forest Park
Food in a bowl.
section
Just fucking, here's your feeding area.
on the way to Waldorf, where
On
the
the way to Waldorf.
where the
Wal-
speed
Waldorf.
drops that Forest Park area.
Yep.
It like drops
Sure,
to
yeah,
45.
yeah.
Where there's like a
Cop every fucking time we drive by.
Isn't there like a
Well, I was
mortuary
going there and I was driving to work and I had to like slam on my brakes because a like Jack Russell or something dog was running across the street. Like people were chasing it. It was running across the street and all of us were like slamming on my brakes. On my drive to work, I cannot tell you the amount of anxiety I was having, and it wasn't even my dog. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What if a car doesn't stop as fast as me and that other car
I've tried
did?
picking up
like,
dogs
and I
that
don't
have
even
been,
know
like,
the
running
dog.
along the road multiple times. I always dip
I
out.
tried Googling it when I got to work to see if there was anything about a dog on the road in Forest Park.
I'm just trying to help you. Come here. Fuck you. That's what that dog's thinking. All right. Tara, did you have a least favorite character?
The cop, actually.
Yeah. He's not
I
a
thought
good
he was
actor.
kind of blah. Yeah.
Yeah. And what has he been in since?
He's been in stuff. I've absolutely
more
seen
rom-coms.
him in stuff.
I'm thinking
but
like Hallmark movies.
Comedy, yeah, Hallmark movies, one of the other.
there was something I like it's on the tip of my tongue. He was like a dad. He was like a dad in the movie, but now I can't think of what it is.
He looked like a dad with two different colored eyes for one scene.
Oh, those aren't real, Steve.
Could have been more. You just don't know.
Favorite part or scene of this movie? Wally.
Oh, favorite part or scene?
He was in Legends of the Fall.
Oh, I don't know. I always go for like funny shit, but I feel like I go through something serious. When
He was in a lot of movies.
when Miss Kidman shows up in the middle of the night and then jumps under the bed with what's her face, and they start talking. Yeah, I was like, oh,
All right.
sensitive me likes that part.
She wasn't really there, right?
She was there. She just shows up.
And then she just vanished.
Yeah, and leaves.
She just dips. Hey,
Where
I'm here.
was she?
Later.
Wasn't she in a whole other state? Wasn't she in Florida?
Yeah, so that was weird to me too, because she had to
more
fly
magic.
to her, and that's fine if
But
it's
that's-
magic.
No, no,
But
no.
that's
I
what
believe
I'm saying.
she drove.
Honestly, when I saw it, I
think she
thought
drove.
because when she was
I guess she
driving,
could
it
have
looked
not.
like the sky was changing
thought she was
colors.
there.
So I thought she was like
I think she was there.
on
She
drugs.
was there.
But it is
drove.
drugs.
She was there.
And then she just vanished and got back to Florida.
They can't.
That
So
was
it's weird
later.
because in the car later. So I get why you would say this because in the car later they have a conversation without having a conversation, right?
Yep.
With the rear view
Yep.
thing. So maybe
Right.
that happened there. Maybe that's
He
one of
was
those
in
moments
a
where
lot of movies,
but not good
actually.
movies.
Well, they're all a lot of them
name
are older.
the best movie he was in.
Oh God, there's so many that I'm scrolling through, so I don't know.
Read them.
There's a lot of
Practical
them.
Magic.
Are you sure?
I don't care. What are we here for? We're just hanging out.
Sure. Legends of the Fall.
Meh.
Benny and June.
Meh.
Desperately Seeking Susan. Practical Magic.
Meh.
The Assignment.
Never heard of it.
Wild Child. That's the one where he played the dad. That's the one I was thinking of. Emma Roberts is in that.
Wow, child. Dum dum.
He was in Unknown with Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Some
Liam Neeson
other
son.
movies. He was the main character in a movie called An Early Frost, Stakeout, Playboys. Oh, the original Handmaid's Tale,
When was that?
1990.
So nothing good is what I'm hearing.
I'm also.
I
hearing
mean,
the
I've
same
heard
thing.
of a lot of these movies though, but
But not enough that you've seen them. So they're not good.
well, no, I don't usually watch movies from the 80s and 90s.
What?
Yeah.
The 90s had the best movies.
Let me change that.
93
late 90s.
through 97 was the best time movies fight me.
No.
I'm trying to list all Steve's favorite movies in that era.
Every one of them.
Multiplicity.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
That's the one, huh?
Yeah, it is. Okay, Randy, you got a
I
favorite part of
watched that
scene?
the other day just because.
Great movie.
Yeah,
You
but
got-
it's when they all jump off the building at the very end. That sounded dark.
I liked when they jumped off the building.
Yes, when they
We all
float.
float
When
down
they
here.
float off the building. It was kind
You know, Mary Poppins, the building.
of,
Well, not
how
quite.
did they do that? How did they film it?
They were just
Strings and
they
ropes,
were
I'm
on-
sure.
Yeah, they were just on fucking wires.
And then they erased it.
He was his
They
uncle.
actually jumped
Uncle
off
was a
the
wireman.
building.
My Uncle Brian was.
And
They actually jumped off the building.
and they
the
just filmed
umbrella.
it in slow motion, and then they broke their ankles.
They had
yeah.
jetpacks in their butts. They just fucking.
They used practical magic.
Hey! I feel like we've listed a lot of magic for you, Steve.
Not enough. My favorite part of the scene, I talked about the husband dying scene because it's so atrocious and so bad that it's my favorite part of it because like you could have done it better with a $75 million budget.
I feel like
I have a qualm.
Okay.
I just thought of it. We saw her.
Take away my point.
Sorry, we saw her stirring her coffee or whatever, right? Without stirring it. We talked about that earlier.
Yes.
Why did they need someone to stir the cauldron when they were mixing the? They could have just had the spoon stir it on its own.
Lazy writing.
It's not very practical.
Maybe it was too thick. Their magic and only
No
do
such thing.
small.
I can't. This is too thick. My magic don't work. I gotta write it down. I don't know. You're right. They're 100%
The
right. That's
viscosity
weird. The
does not matter. It's not the viscosity of the ocean. It's
Because
the
if
motion.
they, but I mean, I guess maybe that's
Put that on a shirt.
like they can't
Put
do
that
big,
shit on a t-shirt.
big magic. So like, because another thing, why did they have to have everyone sweep the stuff out? Could they not have just made the brooms
You're
sweep
right.
it out?
You're right. You're 100% right.
It's too much.
Also, at the end, the broom
It's
scene,
inconsistent.
Stupid.
I hate when they're sweeping. That's my least favorite part of the movie. When
It's
they're
stupid.
sweeping out
Yeah.
his ashes, because there's no way they got him all.
Not only that, but he was a ghost. So
How'd he turn to
How'd
ash?
he turn to ash?
I know.
Right?
Fucking magic. God damn it.
Ashes to ashes.
That sounds like
Dust to
lazy
dust.
writing to me. Oh, yeah, fucking, it's magic.
I feel like you're looking for laziness.
Yes,
You shouldn't be looking for laziness. You should enjoy the movie for what it is, Steve.
I tried. I really tried. I
For
really
30
tried.
minutes, and then the first 30 minutes is because the dude got hit in the beginning.
I
Nope.
actually
Nope.
disagree
He was
with you on the
immediately
Nicole Kidman though. I thought she acted the role like it was supposed to be like
Yeah.
she's supposed to be aloof. She's
Like-
supposed to be like.
Like a little
But I
wild
just
child.
didn't. I didn't
Yeah.
like the way she acted in it. I didn't like that.
Well, that's
I
fine. You
didn't-
don't have to like
that's
that.
actually-
Yeah,
but
that's not
but what
me.
I'm saying is, I don't think she was phoning it home. I think that was exactly what she was supposed to be like. I think she was supposed
she
to be
was hot
like
as
a
shit.
like aloof. They both look. They
Hey.
both looked amazing in this movie.
I'm taking her
Yeah,
on a
I'm
nice
just
dinner
not a-
date, too.
I'm just not a Nicole Kidman person.
Fan.
So, fan. I
She's
just,
in one of my favorite movies. So
hold on. Is it a musical? Is it
Even when I
burlesque?
no, she's not in that.
Chicago.
I
No.
love that movie though.
Is it Chicago? No.
go.
What fucking movie?
Moulin Rouge.
Oh, duh. That's what I was fucking thinking of.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right. Were we entertained by this movie? Wally?
Oh,
Obvious-
yeah. I
obviously.
love this fucking movie.
Randy?
I think I've seen it too many times.
I
In the
also,
beginning, I was. This time, I was kind of.
I also tried watching it in the middle of the night, and I fell asleep. So,
Oh, really, huh?
I did.
Maybe it wasn't that entertaining.
Didn't keep your attention.
I did that with Treasure Planet. I tried watching
Oh, and you
Batman.
love Treasure Planet.
I watched Batman
I'm joking, by the way.
a couple weeks ago.
I'll
and I
fall
fell
asleep to
that.
anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tara, were you entertained by this movie?
Yeah.
It's not a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
mean, I've been entertained more by other
it.
movies,
Well, you're not entertained.
but I
This time around, probably not as much.
Yeah.
I got you. So, I was entertained, but I wasn't like into it. Like I wanted to be into this movie
They
more.
could have
I
had more
wanted to.
excitement.
That's.
I feel like.
I think that's what I was trying to say with there wasn't enough magic for me. Even though they were doing stuff, it just wasn't exciting magic. I get that it's practical magic, right? And she's got a fucking shop.
I'm not going to say it again.
She's got a fucking shop in which she's selling things to help people out.
Which
I
is
get
funny.
it.
They're embracing that, but they're anti-witch.
Right. And again, I get it, but at the
I
same
thought it was
time,
more of
I
like
just
a lotion shop.
It is,
But
but
that's the whole
it's supposed
point,
to help.
right?
Because that guy came in and was like, "You said it was supposed to," and she was like, "Try putting it
on your dick.
somewhere else."
Is that what it's for?
Yeah.
At
What
least
was
that,
it? What
that
was he
lotion that
bitching
he
about?
bought,
I know, what was he
it was
saying,
supposed
though?
to fix something, but I don't
Put it on your butt.
remember.
I don't
what
know.
it was supposed to fix.
But I don't remember. And she was like, "Try applying it."
Right, he's like, what's that prescription?
I just need to.
What do I
Well,
need to
it
add?
must
Is it,
not-
hold on. Is it for girth or length?
It must
need
have
no
not really
specifics.
been for that area though, because why wouldn't
It
you
just
put
changes
it
the color of it.
directly on that to begin with? So
I need a
don't know.
light purple.
I don't
and
know
it's
why.
too red.
Oh, I got a big old.
But she did kind of
dark
insinuate
dong.
to put it down there.
This is not what I signed up
I
for.
look, I like her with
That's
her
what I got
eyes.
too.
Yeah.
I got this fucking Maybelline shit for my penis, and all of a sudden
Maybe
it
it's
turned
Maybelline.
7 shades darker. than it was
Maybe
supposed
he's
to
born
be.
with it. Maybe it's horse tranquilizer.
If you
definitely horse
ever like, you have
tranquilizer.
to inject this into your goods.
Maybe-
no.
No. Fuck no.
They show it.
Listen,
they show it
someone-
with a fucking syringe.
You will find
Dude.
someone somewhere who appreciates your dick for what it is. You don't need to inject it with stuff.
I appreciate
Randy,
it.
you will find someone somewhere.
Randy,
It wasn't
Randy's
directed
like,
at. Look,
He's
make a
writing
note
it
for his
down.
journal.
Someone's gonna like it eventually.
I blame you for this.
For
This
what?
is all your fault.
You're
Making me
She's
drink
mad at
fucking
your
this.
long
notebook.
skinny penis.
I asked him.
I already know what it is. He showed me.
I blame you for my long
I'm not
skinny
mad
pants.
anymore.
I blame you for the no girth I have.
I blame it for the girth.
He's Robbie playing the guitar.
It's not me.
According to Sandra Bullock in the commentary, in the scene where Jillian and Sandy get drunk with their aunts and they sling insults, the
Is this the lime in the
actresses
coconut bar?
actually got drunk.
Oh, no, that's...
They were drinking some very bad tequila that Nicole Kidman brought on set.
Cool.
So I need clarity on that.
Yeah, because right
scene.
after they get mad at each other, they're not drunk.
Yeah, so
Magic.
So were they? But it wasn't just alcohol they were drinking, because it made it sound like they were like it was almost like
women
truth
do that.
serum. Like they started like
Right.
I want to say that in front
they
of her.
started like saying what?
We're drinking and we're so drunk, and all of a sudden something happens, like drama. We're not drunk. Fuck everybody.
I told him, I was like, I feel like it's kind of a chick thing. I was like, I feel like I've watched my family do that. The women in my family
like-
do that before. Like all of a sudden something, it's like
I'm not drunk.
serious happens. They're like,
Sober.
I mean, there are things that are
You were never
sobering, so
drunk.
they say, but
yeah. You were
But-
just playing drunk to get in my
but do you know what I'm
panties,
saying?
weren't
Like
you?
they start saying things to each other that like they've never said before,
Yeah.
and then they even kind of look like they're like, oh my god, did that just come out of my mouth? So is that just because they're drunk, or was there something special about? Like, is that something they did periodically to just like
I think it's
unload?
They
Like,
didn't do it periodically, so they were finally drunk together and they were unloading. Like
So
you
it was-
said.
but-
so
but-
it's like a bonding
social
thing.
lubricant.
But they
Yeah.
said like margarita night or something as though it was a common thing that not a common thing, but
Margarita
something that they
Midnight, which sounds
did.
fucking awesome
Margarita
for
Midnight,
a band
as
name.
though it was
We
something.
got a lot
That's
of
the
fucking
best
band
one.
names in this.
Why
I
are
should have wrote these
why are
bitches
you
down.
guys? You got a
talking about-
notebook.
Hold
I know, I
on. Why are
forgot
you
most
guys
of them.
talking about band names?
We'll talk later.
I got. Hold on.
Margarita Midnight sounds like a great band name, Tara.
I
Better
don't-
than
I
Nightcap.
Don't even drink margaritas, so my
the other
band
one we
name
had?
will not be named after
What?
margaritas.
I don't know. Something.
I actually
something
don't like
for a big
margaritas that
dick.
much.
Carrick said to name my band Ginger Snaps.
But you would need more than one ginger
That's what I
in
said.
it.
So I actually
who's-
made that joke years ago that if me, Joe
With the
Barrick, and Greg
saltines.
Barrick made a band, we would be the Ginger Snaps.
I'd watch it.
Greg would be like a
Once.
big old deformed cracker.
Jesus Christ.
We took band pictures. Hold on. You guys keep talking. I'll show
Okay,
you
what
real
I
quick.
want to say about that scene is I did like the fact that where did you get this bottle? And it was the same bottle that, and I was like, okay, that's kind of magic-y and spooky. I was like, I want more
It's
of
like,
that.
fuck.
Right. I wanted that movie.
Also,
I wanted
how irresponsible to just leave that bottle.
What bottom?
well, no,
sitting
they
around.
didn't they
Did
get
the ghost put
I
it
thought
there?
that's what I'm
The
saying.
ghost-
They
the ghost
got
put it there.
They got rid of
Where
it.
did he get it from?
Magic.
Practical magic.
Practical magic.
Here's some more alcohol.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Where did the ghost get that bottle from?
Magic. Holy shit.
He's
that's the
not
best,
magic.
That's the best picture I've ever seen.
He wasn't a witch.
Oh
Oh my god.
That's fucking a phenomenal.
I got
picture.
a slew. We took
That is a phenomenal.
we took
photo.
professional photos, everybody. But let me
Justin
tell you,
take 'em?
yeah, but we don't. None of these fucking pictures are.
Gonna be
usable.
Yeah, it's the best. I'm gonna use all of them, but they're not like usable in the sense like how they should be used.
like for actual music marketing.
Yeah.
I got you. The entire
I got a
house.
headshot. Look at that shit.
Yo,
Look at that shit.
that's fucking solid.
Show the camera.
That
Show
is
the camera.
fucking
Look
solid.
at that. Look at that
fucking
sexy boy.
headshot right there.
Look at that sexy boy.
Look, the cameras
I
at
think I'm
Steve's house
sexy.
add fucking 15 pounds.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not. Yeah, it's
That's
not
my
like
camera.
sharp
Okay.
enough.
I'll flash it on the screen when we get to it. The entire house was specifically built architectural. Was it a specific?
Here it goes. This is where the money's coming in.
Yes, you're right. Let
Sorry.
me try and talk a bit again because I can't talk. The entire house was specially built architectural. Well, that doesn't make sense.
Talk
Me,
slower.
Steve. Do you want me to read this?
No, that doesn't actually make sense. The entire house was specifically built architectural shell. That doesn't make any sense.
Is a specific.
But it doesn't say that, and I copied this specifically from IMDb. I will say it the way it should be, specifically, pacifically on the East Coast, West Coast. The entire house was a specifically built architectural shell. That's how it should be. That was torn down after filming. It was built on a rented land, and even the blossoms on the trees are fake and made of silk.
Oh, they went all out then. So this
That's
fucking
where that
set piece
budget was.
expensive.
Yeah,
That was a cool
A whole
house. It's
fucking
a shame they
house.
had
It
to
was.
knock it down.
yeah. I did like the house.
They
That'd
could
be
have
cool to
probably
visit.
left it there.
If it was real, that'd be cool to visit.
They could have left
Kind
it
of like
there.
Halloween Town. They have that over in Washington.
Something
I went there
like
one.
that.
Went there one time. It was dope.
That's cool. An unexpected issue that director Griffin Dune
Fuck you, too.
encountered was the number of takes that lead actresses needed to complete each scene. Sandra Bullock would generally finish in 2 or 3 takes. However, Nicole Kidman had just spent the previous 18 months working with Stanley Kubrick on Eyes Wide Shut and was now used to doing 70 or 80 takes for a single scene.
Good
That's like the opposite of
God.
the Eastwood shit, Clint Eastwood stuff, where he's like, "You were going to use the first one.
So famously,
You going to make us wait? Are you that bad of an actor?
Are you that
I
bad?
imagine being that fucking like
I
putting
know.
that.
Yeah, you better
that's
get
crazy.
this shit.
Yeah.
So famously, Stanley Kubrick, when he was filming The Shining, made Shelley Duvall or whatever her name was, do so many takes that she went fucking insane and like lost hair and like crazy.
Like
but
stress.
That's crazy.
from stress. But he was doing that so that the actress was in that feeling in those scenes.
I feel like you could come up with another way to induce stress.
Get a better actress or be a better director.
Because here's the thing. You're telling me that there's not one
to kill
thing, that there wasn't one thing from her life that she could have pulled into her mentality to make her
Again,
act stressed.
If
I
you have
so
to-
many, I can make myself cry on cue if I need to.
I could fart.
Right.
I could fart right now, and you guys all would be fucking crying.
Like
Look
there,
at you.
like there have
the
been
saddest
times
podcast ever.
like
I can't get out. I can't fucking get out.
like in my car, like singing along to certain songs where I'll on purpose make myself feel what the song is doing and I'll cry. I do it on purpose. I'm not actually feeling those things, but I'll put myself in the
You should be an actor.
the emotion of the song, and I can. So, like, if for example, if I needed to film a music video,
You could
singing a song,
manipulate
I
someone,
could do it.
couldn't you?
I could make the.
Oh, she manipulates
She
Carrick all the time.
She just smiled creepily. Yeah. Creepily a word.
Creepily is a word.
Creepily, it is a word.
You're creepily.
According to co-writer Akiva Goldsman, the director's cut was a darker take on the material due to the marketing of Warner Brothers and extensive editing in the finality ending up in a different version.
Oh, these are fun words.
Goldsman
That'd be a cool
lost
band name.
his
Finality?
copy of the
Finality.
original cut.
Like an 80s band name, Steve?
Finality.
My uncle was in a band called The Finale.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. All right, final decisions. What would we give Practical Magic out of 10, Walter?
I'm going to go 7.5.
7.5. Randy.
Same.
Sarah?
Sorry.
6.
Ooh.
Do we want to explain our reasoning for
I
our
don't feel the
numbers?
need to.
I feel like seven. I feel like is like a. I think 7's like been the mark for all of us, like a cool movie.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like 7's been for all of us.
And
then
makes
that's
sense.
mine.
six
Mine is
like
six.
cool
Six
movie
is
with,
like,
with a couple gripes, right? And then if you go anywhere lower than a 6, you kind of dislike the fucking
there
movie.
was
I
one.
feel.
There was one I did a 5 on. I don't remember what it was, but that was the lowest one I did.
Usually anything goes below a 6, you're like, oh fuck.
I haven't given anything lower than
least
a
with us.
5, and even the 5 was just one movie.
What about you, Steve?
So Steve's going to give this movie
4.
a 5 out of 10.
You really dislike
I
this movie.
didn't.
Didn't you give the
hate-
Pest like a fucking 5?
I gave the Pest like a 0.8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, a 5 is not a terrible movie to me, but it's not something I'm going to watch.
It's not something you're
again.
going to go search for.
Right,
and-
exactly. I'm not going to watch this movie
I
ever
feel like
again
I'm
in
gonna
my life.
fucking tie Steve to a couch and then tape his eyes open. and
Hey,
fucking-
look, you know I've done
Practical
that.
magic.
You know I've done that to you to make watch you make fucking movies. But what I'm saying is like
Movies.
the movie itself isn't a bad movie. I was just expecting something a little bit different, so I
So
was.
I think it
felt
was a you thing. Not
Did
a
you-
me.
yeah, I felt a little let down by what I saw. Like
You
when
had
they
higher
started
expectations.
doing stuff with the guy, like bringing him back to life, and then like I thought he was gonna come out of the ground and like do something, and then he was a spirit, and then there was a weird thing on his
feel like-
hand, and then he just disappeared, and
But
I was like,
feel
this is
like
fucking
for the
stupid.
90s, his spirit was pretty decent. Like,
No,
effects.
because the Frighteners came out. Shut up, Wally. A couple years before that, and that looked way better and
they-
did way much more. With
It was a little bit.
fucking
shit.
It was a
was
little bit
fine.
better.
If
little
they
bit better,
named
a
this
little bit
movie something else, would it have been better? Is it the
For
name
me-
that fucks you up?
It's not. No, it's not the
funny.
I
name.
feel like it's the name that fucks you up.
No, it's not the name. I just wanted a witch movie
What
in
if it
which
was
they
like
did witchy things. I
Modern Witch
understand
or
they're
something
doing.
like
This
that.
isn't even the. This isn't the. Nicole Kidman has played more than one witch in her career.
Yes, she
better.
has.
What if it was called Odd Science?
No, because they're not doing odd science. I get they're doing
What are they
practical
doing?
magic, but they're not doing.
I just want to hear you say it.
They're not doing enough magic for me
They're not
to
doing
satisfy
impractical magic.
the movie. I wanted just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like I wanted something big to happen.
He wanted full on
and-
magistry, like
I just wanted a side boob. That's all I wanted.
Okay, hold on. So when the ants go away, they say
Just
they're
one
going
nip.
somewhere, right? They
Just
say
one
they're
nip.
going to
Yes.
something. I
Yep.
wanted to see that because they said they were going to some like witch thing.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another movie we don't
I
know
think they
about.
purposely kind of chose to leave.
No, they
Yeah,
did.
they're
to
No,
like,
he
tell
knows.
them
knows.
to
He
part
deal
said
of
with
he
their
their
would like.
shit.
out.
He said he.
Oh, gotcha.
Right,
Kind of
they-
like we had with what was it, the other guys where we wanted the spin-off with
Right. Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the Bushes.
Well, that's
Ooh,
what I'm
that'd
saying.
be
Like,
dope.
Yeah.
they said, go deal with your shit. We'll be back, right? And they come back and they're like, oh, we came back too soon or whatever. I like that. I like the ants. I like
Came
everything
back
that was
almost
there,
just in
or
time.
whatever. Yeah, they say. But I don't know. There was something missing for me about this movie in which it just didn't deliver that big payoff at the end, and that's what I was waiting for, and it just never showed up. There was nothing over the top or nothing like magically like, all right, I'm there. It was just practically
They
magic.
were witches, bro. The
But they-
wicked witch
it
of
just
the
didn't. It
East.
just didn't feel like it to me.
They're modern witches.
It just
Turns
didn't.
out they
It
suck,
didn't even
Steve.
feel like that to me, though. You know what I mean? Like I get what they're going for, but it just felt blah.
But that's what I'm like. The Salem witches, like from mythologically speaking,
Right, weren't
Salem
actual
witches. They
witches.
were considered witches because of their lifestyles.
Correct.
So they may have been doing stuff like that, just like mixing things and whatever. It's not like the witches of Salem were out there fucking zapping people with their
Yeah, I know.
fingers or flying around
We
or
have
at
a
talking cats.
misconstrued a view of witches. It's kind of like the dinosaurs. Like we all think
yeah.
they're scaly.
But they're not. They're feathery.
They're feathery.
They're feathery.
Are all of them? No, not
Well,
all.
I mean, not
No.
all of them.
Well,
but
there's
they're
different.
feathery.
There's different, like the Jurassic period, the
Yeah.
Crustacean period. Like there's different periods.
There's different
of
dinosaurs.
say
You know,
crust-
hold
you
on.
say
No,
crustacean?
Different periods.
Crustaceous.
Crustaceous.
Crustaceous. The
Period.
weird,
Crustacean.
the craziest thing to
Bunch
me.
of fucking crab dinosaurs.
The craziest thing
were.
to me is between the Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There is more time between them than there is between the Tyrannosaurus and us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's different periods.
Did that just blow your mind, Randy?
And isn't it annoying that they called it Jurassic Park, but most of those
Didn't it?
dinosaurs were
Or
not
not, yeah,
from the
exactly.
Jurassic period?
Was the Stegosaurus the one that they
Diner?
initially taught us in school that had a brain in its head and in its fucking tail? And
What?
then they were like, nope,
Who?
that's not a thing.
Who did?
What?
There was, I'm pretty sure, is
Is
that
it
the one with the points?
Ball on his tail?
No.
No, that's the one with the spikes on its tail.
Yeah, the spikes on its
And
tail.
then like the big
that-
scales
Well,
on
there's
its back.
and there's another
I know
one
what
that
you're
has
talking
the bullet
about,
on
but
its
yeah.
tail,
I
which
don't-
just
I
has
don't
the
know.
huge
Brains?
fucking.
With its and it's the armor like
Yeah.
back.
So, but I was told when I was a kid, or at least it was in the books, that
I have one of those in
I
my
believe
park.
that dinosaur specifically had two different brains, or it needed to because of its size.
I have one of those spiky
And they
armored
retracted
ones.
that.
Retracted.
I'd hope so.
I know.
I have one of those
weird.
spiky armored ones in my park.
Oh, look
Nice.
at you.
No steggies though.
No steggies. I like it. All right. Next week, it's Steve's pick. That's me.
Why did you
That's
say
me.
it like that?
We're doing Halloweeny movies, right?
Yes.
Is that
so
the goal for
this
October?
Is, this is the
Okay.
goal to pick spooky
Better than
movies.
solid weenies.
I want to say
Are we
that.
dressing up at the end for the last one?
fucking dad
Ooh.
joke.
I mean, we could. I
For
never
the
even
one
thought
the
about
week
it.
of Halloween.
Ooh, I
do
could test
that.
out my costume that
Oh!
day.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's
No,
actual
it's
Halloween.
after. Yeah.
No,
Doesn't
we'll
matter.
do it the week before.
Yeah,
week
whatever.
before
Because
Halloween.
remember, it comes out Thursdays,
I
right?
gotta shave my
so-
head.
Okay, so we'll do it the
I'll
week.
shave it for you.
We'll do the week
I actually
before
need
Halloween.
someone to do it for
Yeah,
me
oh,
because I can't do it.
I shave my head every week.
So the 20,
Yeah.
the 20.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking stoked.
24th or whatever that
Fucking
is,
sick.
the 24th.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we are picking Halloween type movies or spooky
Oh, I thought you were
movies.
gonna say Halloween.
So I got two picks in my brain.
So-
One, I want to scare the shit out of Randy,
The other one's an earnest.
and
movie.
the other one is an earnest movie
Oh, I called it.
because Wally's my best friend and he knows.
Oh,
What's
I would much rather watch
Scared
the
Stupid
scary
was one
one.
of mine too. So just so you
I'd
know,
much rather watch the scary one than the earnest.
which scary one?
It has to do with a big dick that falls off a dude.
No, I'm not watching that.
That is terrifying.
It's
I kind
terrifying.
of want to
It's
watch
terrifying.
it.
Write that down.
Was that a Halloween movie though? It was just a suspense movie, right?
I think I don't even know if it was like
That's a fucking
Halloween.
porn.
For a
Pretty
Halloween
much.
movie to be a Halloween movie,
It needs to happen around Halloween.
exactly
I feel
right.
like.
It's kind of like Christmas too. It's like
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think a Halloween movie needs
It's
to be a
just a spooky
scary,
movie.
spooky movie.
just a
yeah.
horror movie
Either
can be
spooky,
a Halloween movie.
either spooky
No,
like
no.
Halloween
So if a Halloween
or scary.
So if a Halloween movie comes out in like early September, or a horror movie, sorry, comes out in early September, can it still be considered a Halloween movie?
Well, like,
Yes.
But
Even though
like,
it
for
has nothing to do with Halloween?
like-
I got one. I got one
listen,
for you.
for example,
I always
zombie
have
movies
all these
come out.
questions.
zombie movies come out all year long, different times a year. You would still consider a zombie movie a
Zombies can
Halloween
happen
movie.
whenever, dude.
You can just
right.
you can watch that on Halloween, but I don't think it's a Halloween movie. I think like a Halloween movie has to deal with Halloween.
Yeah.
I feel like Hocus Pocus, right? Because it's
Yes.
a
Well,
Halloween.
now then I have to
Halloween
change
Town?
my pick.
Yeah, Halloween Town.
No,
I'd
you
have to
pick
change
whatever
my
you want.
pick.
But the thing is,
Yep.
this movie we just
Practical
watched,
Magic doesn't go around
Exactly.
Halloween,
No.
but it's got witches in. That's what I'm saying.
so-
but it
that's what
got
I'm saying. It has
released on.
witches.
Okay. I think the only loophole that I would find is if it was released to kind of sustain that scary Halloween, like October-y kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, okay,
But
so
I don't
technically
know.
the
I
one
don't know.
technically my pick that I was going to do was released in September. So I feel
don't
like
worry
that
about
still, that still counts.
Okay, so Idle Hands, do you think that is a Halloween type movie?
I do.
When do you think that movie was released?
I have no idea. Probably not around
February.
October.
February.
Yeah, probably early in the
It
year.
was released February.
Yeah.
You said that earlier.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Yeah.
So that's weird to me. So my pick is actually going to be Evil Dead from 2016.
Ooh, that's a
New
good
Evil
one.
Dead.
I like that
What
one.
a
Newer Evil
weird, what a
Dead.
weird,
I like that one.
gory fucking. Like I remember watching previously, I was like, "This is nothing like it. I don't think I want to see it." Then I remember seeing it after the fact, going, "Holy shit!"
That was pretty dope.
This
That's
is
why I want to watch.
ridiculous.
That's why I want to watch it and talk about it because I'm about gory fucking shit.
What did she
And
say when
Evil
she
Dead
pops up
is
with
my
the
favorite type of
Have
movie.
you seen
out of
it,
the
Tara?
thing.
Have you seen the Evil Dead movie?
I
I
actually
don't want to
can't,
talk
I
about
can't
it.
remember if I have or not.
Yeah, I will talk about it then.
Okay. What were you saying?
What does she say when she pops out of the little thing
Don't
from, like,
tell me.
from the floor? Cut it. Cut it. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
something, yeah.
Did you guys ever see The
like
Ring
that.
2, the second one?
Ringu, yes.
Yes.
The only good part, the only part that
That's what it's called in Japan. Ringu.
the only part of that movie that I
You
like
can laugh all you want.
is the very
the
end.
sticky shit around your wiener.
We call that Ringu.
Ew.
It happens terribly.
Let's be sorry.
never
I
mind,
just
I'm
could
not
not
gonna
hold
say
that back. Go ahead, Tara.
I was just gonna say the part where she, like, they're trying to lock her back in the well, and she's crawling up the.
Oh,
they
that's
accidentally knock her out.
Spider-Man.
and right before she shuts it,
Yeah.
the thing's like, "Mom," and
Yeah.
she's like, "I'm not your fucking mom."
Yeah.
And just shuts it.
Oh, fuck you up.
Awesome. Although I still don't understand how she shut it because she pulled it shut, and I'm like, that's a whole big stone. Push, I could understand.
It's
but
a
pulling
movie,
it-
Tara. It's practically magic.
It wasn't called Practically Magic though.
You're right.
I think every time something that doesn't make any fucking sense,
It's gonna be practically
Practically magic.
You're right. No, they made a remake or no, it's not a remake. They made a newer Ring movie that came out a
Yeah,
couple
it's
years
supposed
back.
to be like a
It wasn't bad.
still
Honestly, it wasn't. It
continuation
wasn't.
type
It
of-
wasn't terrible. But
Well, they made a new Grudge too. They
That
did
was
it-
bad.
Yes.
that was bad. But next week, Evil Dead. It's either 2016 or like 14. I don't fucking remember.
But the newer Evil
the
Dead.
newer remake of Evil Dead. We're gonna get into that. If you like,
If that's-
or
Did that have
I'm gonna
Colin
need your
Farrell in it?
subscription.
What was the
I
remake
don't think it
with
had
Colin
any.
Farrell?
They didn't have any big names in that movie.
They did a remake of something and Colin
right.
Farrell was in it.
Fright Night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know what's up. No, it might be on HBO Max. I'm not sure. I know all the other Evil Dead movies are on HBO Max. If not, I'm just going to get you guys on my Plex because I put everything on my Plex and you guys can watch it from there because, you know.
Steve over there plexing.
My Plex.
I'm Plexing it up. You can watch the Dick movie
Weird
too. It's
Plex,
on
bro.
there.
Oh, good.
I'm
Yeah,
flexing
weird,
my
weird
plexing.
plex.
Weird flex.
All good. But if you guys
Weird
do
Plex,
enjoy what you're watching or listening, you can find us on our social medias, Randy.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. That's it, right? Oh no, you got
YouTube,
Spotify,
Apple
you got Apple
Podcasts,
Podcasts,
Stitcher.
at the Decision Reel.
I don't
Google
know. I don't know how
Podcasts.
Randy got this job.
Google
but he doesn't
Podcasts.
know.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
used
thing.
to be good at it, but he just
I know, I
he
just
he
fucking dropped the
fucked
ball
it
hard
up.
on that
But
one.
it-
But
It's the three twisted
If you want to help
teas.
might
support
be.
us, if you want to be able to check out any other episode, you can go to www.thedecisionreel.com.
Hey, what's on that
You can
website?
also find some fucking shirts.
Oh, merch
And dick montages.
Yes.
and dicks, apparently, on our
'Cause
website.
that's all we talked about
18 plus.
today.
I guess.
18 plus.
I don't know how this movie
Inches.
pulled that out of us, but
Because it was practically
Oh,
magic.
I love how you worded that.
We pulled it out. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Again, find us on our shit and listen to next week for Evil Dead and Spooky Season. Fuck you guys. Bye.
Bye.